Alright, everybody go to the Discotek. It's Taylor Glover here, and I'm now reacting to Discotek Media's anime industry panel that they're hosting on their own. It's 2 minutes left, and hold on. I think I've already posted the announcements that I would expect, and it will cover the entire show. Let me find. Oh, there it is. I know one of them would be Mapletown because Discotek's producers already teased it twice. One being Man vs. Pro, and another, I forgot who that is. Some kind of whatever. Alright, here we go. City Hunter theme. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, let me read this out loud. I've already posted on Blu-ray.com or posted it on Twitter. Based on actual predictions based on some of the past Discotek. Yeah, based on some of the past Discotek panels, I can predict Mapletown in there somewhere, already teased by Discotek producers. There's some Lupin, probably part 5. Some Conan, probably Crimson Love Letter, a new dub or two, more infos on Memory's new dub, predictably with the cast and the studio, nostalgic shonen anime with an English adaptation, maybe Shaman King or Digimon, Blu-ray info on Kinray and basically Yatsuda Only You, and that's about it. Maybe we could see Sonic X Japanese version, maybe Sonic OVA, that's all I got. So, hold on. Alright, I think we're gonna start with the trailer with our theme. What song is that? It's City Hunter. Okay. And again, okay. Yeah, they're all hoping for a Yatra. They're all hoping for a monster. They're all hoping for like now and then, here and there. You know, alright. It's Sizzle Roll song, yeah. Oh, come on. This is why I don't really like Twitch. And they only provide 1080p streaming. Apparently, my dorm room doesn't have the best internet around. At my college dorm room. This is my college dorm room, by the way. Oh, but lag issues. I do sing, but I'm screwed. We'll wait to see. I thought I already turned that on, and yes, it is on. I think it's dead.
Alright. We're not going to do the whole thing. I think you guys are going to get used to that song in just a second. So thanks everyone for coming. And be prepared to get your socks knocked off.
Alright. Alright, here. Yeah, oh yeah, that was Mike Tool. Wait. Rosa for Salies. I figured they would get that one. Rosa for Salies. This freaking stream. Yeah, Discotek's relationship with TMS is going real strong. Legit. 1979, 1980. Yeah, still looks remastered. Yep. Alright, here's our sizzle reel. Right. That was it. Rolls of Versalius. Yeah. Yeah, they got Ginra. Coming to Blu-ray. Yeah, they had Ginra, and it's coming to Blu-ray. They remastered it. Thank you. Yeah. 1001 Nights has already been solicited. Memories. They're about to bring up the dub. And they can Scribe. Can't wait for that, yeah. Wicked City, they've already bought the Blu-ray. I think it hasn't been released. Oh, come on. Jeez. City. Oh. Legit, the screen's frozen. Shit.
Alright, so that was our sizzle trailer, and I'm seeing a lot of complaints of lag on the stream. Guys, do you want me to try to address this real quick?
Yeah, that's why we were text messaging you about.
Oh, really?
5 minutes of.
Oh boy. Too powerful.
They got there we go. Tell them to reload.
Yeah. It should be back. Okay, I think we're back. Guys, we're gonna try playing the trailer again in a much lower resolution. See if that does anything.
Hello, 540p. Oh well. Apparently, 1080p didn't work. So the Rose and Mercedes. But at least on the latch. I'm gonna go be for that. It's now on Twitter. Yeah, Discotek already posted that. There is a little lag. Oh well. They should come out of fun. LG lacrosse win. I don't think that's gonna. Only slightly better. Got Stride. City, we already made through that one. Now they post this new on Twitter. Hajime Fucking thank you, man. Thank you. Oh yes. Hajime Twitter's crazy right now. I mean, Twitch is crazy right now.
Well, we're going to plunge ahead.
They fucking got it.
Just to point out.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
you're
This
right,
is not a
this is
family-friendly
terrible
video.
slide
I'm
show
gonna tell you right now.
Rosenfeld Versailles is coming to Blu-ray. It's going to
It
be.
will not have pullback, like as people were saying. So that's great.
Yeah, I'm told, I'm watching the chat. I understand there's an issue with the bit rate. We'll try to fix that next, but let's get through some slides first. So this is not an upscale, this is not standard def on Blu-ray, huh? This is
Actual HD transfer. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
New HD transfer has came out on Blu-ray in Japan, and it looks gorgeous.
That's going to be coming out on 2 sets.
Two
The first
sets,
set,
alright.
first half of the series, is coming out early next year. It's going to be in Japanese with English subtitles, and other extras are going to be determined. I don't think we know what we have for that one yet entirely.
There's
And
not going to be a ton, but it'll be some good stuff.
let's see how this one plays. People will recognize this intro.
Yeah. Freaking thank you, man.
Yeah, not great.
Rolling go. Hajime Ippo the Fame. Yes.
Yeah, you might want to just watch skip through like.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah, I would.
I think the impact is felt.
Okay, 3
The
collections.
fighting is finally returning to home video. Real happy to
Yeah.
get this one out. I know from talking to the boss man that we have been pursuing this for years,
Yes.
Yes.
and finally got the deal done. And it's going to be the entire original 75 episode TV series across 3 sets.
Hey, 76, you mean 76.
Stuff that didn't even come
Ah,
out.
wait,
in the
Jenny
original
didn't
series,
release episode 76.
And the Mashiva versus Kimura OVA, the Champion Road TV movie, which did come out, that will be included. And what I'm real happy with.
Ah, both English and Spanish. All right.
We got the Spanish dub too. I actually watched a bunch of the series in Spanish. I thought it was a pretty cool dub. And it's a brand new upscale. If our video playback was running a little better, I'm going to try to adjust that again in a second. Maybe you could see just how well that scales. But it looks amazing. Okay, so how do I fix the bitrate in this thing?
What are you using? XSplit?
XSplit, yeah.
I didn't see. Why aren't you using OBS, man?
I don't know.
That's what I know. I know OBS.
Sorry. So anyway, it looks really good. It's upscaled. It wasn't a digital show, but it looks like it almost could have been.
Yeah.
Episode 76 and the Mashibit versus Kimono AVA were never dubbed, but those will be subtitled only, and everything else will be just as Jenny released it, except in HD.
Yeah.
It looks really good. You showed me some of the stuff from it. It looks good. I think I've worked with Discotek for 6 years or something, and he's been trying to get this since I started. So it's awesome that this is finally happening.
And there's some other... There's
5-year licensing process.
It's coming in 2021. Now, Justin, you wanted me to include this screenshot. Is there
Yes.
a particular
This
reason
is
why?
from, oh, I don't know. Maybe zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the best of scaling technology is very revealing.
Not meant to be in HD.
Now, you did this as a little joke, and then I noticed a little joke, because the funny thing is, I assembled this in PowerPoint, and when you add images in
Nice
PowerPoint,
joke.
it will try to automatically generate alternate text. And, for this image, I dropped it into the slideshow, and it's like, oh, a group of people. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. And the second image, it was like a picture containing indoor tables, doll. And I was just like, all right, I gotta keep going with this here. So what happens when you look at the cover? Well, it's a picture containing food.
Yeah.
We got
I guess
that
it's
now.
lunchtime for his fist.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot Jenny released
That's
it
right.
under Fighting Spirits.
We gotta get that brand synergy going. Hey, I'll say that we're the place to get your fighting food on song. Anyway, now that we've oh
Get
god,
your
we have over
fighting food
800
on
people
song.
suffering with us. You guys are incredible. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the next hour or so. Just to do our usual checklist. Announcement number 1, Rose of Versailles. Announcement number 2, Hajime no Ippo coming to Blu-ray, both of them. And those are all of our announcements for today. Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Okay, obviously.
Okay, 13.
We
We got 15 in
more
total.
announcements
Let's
coming. We have
go.
a lot of stuff to get through. So, let's geez, guys, what time is it?
Yep, Discotek night.
Discotek Day!
Discotek night. It's 8:16 p.m. here.
This day is a little more Discotek Day than the other days. So, welcome to our standalone industry panel. No convention, online or offline, is great enough to contain Discotek Media. Now hear this. So, just to reiterate, you guys are hearing mysterious voices from the void. Let's explain who we are. Brady, you go first.
Hi, I'm Brady Hartle. I'm producer, comma, design chief. I make a lot of Discotek projects go. I'm Brady Hartle on Twitter,
I'm
as
Brady.
the text says.
The heck?
Okay, that was some good reading. How about you, Justin?
I'm Justin Sudeikis. I produce a lot of the Blu-rays and I author all of them. I actually don't do our DVDs, and we don't even do any DVDs. We got to update that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm usually the one cracking the whip, and you can find me on Twitter at World of Crap.
And these guys actually do all the heavy lifting. I occasionally contribute to extras, do a little research here and there. I've been writing a lot of the back of the box copy lately. So, if you spot some typos or grammatical errors, come to me. It's my fault. I did it. So, should we try to pause the stream again and scale it down just a little more to try and save our video quality? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe cut off our stream also. I think that might help.
Stop sharing the slides. Do you guys have slides so you can follow along? Are you comfortable? Yeah, I'm sharing this over Discord.
I'll just have to watch. We'll just have to watch over Twitch like everyone else.
Okay, so to the 864, Jesus, people who are here, we're going to pause the stream once more. I'm going to bump it down to the next lower quality just to help the frame rate out a little bit. Don't worry, everything we release is beautiful. We'll
Yeah.
be back in about 1 minute, so just give us,
All right.
humor us here and enjoy this funny graphic in the meantime.
We already been through that. Okay, and Twitter is fucking crazy right now. Spanish dub too. That was Jenny Young. Thank Jenny Young for that. Making a Spanish dub for this. We eating. That's a lot of Ipo. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait, no. I feel like I'm being too impatient here. I don't think so. Nah. Wait, I would say Digimon is palatable, but Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. 4K Media. Wait, no. Konami Cross Media New York. They ain't gonna work with these guys, so. Oh well. And everybody's wanting Macross, even though. Fuck Harmony Gold. I just can't stand those guys. Belladonna, Sadness,
Hey,
Solid
Barbie
really. I don't know who.
Okay,
Those guys.
we have adjusted the bit rate. It's all happening now. All right. So let's go back to our
480p.
PowerPoint slides
Alright.
and our next thing, I guess.
Alright.
Oh,
Next thing. Ready.
So what do we got?
All right. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We're back.
Technical difficulties allayed.
What are you talking about? This is perfect. Nothing's gone wrong.
Yes.
That's going wrong.
This is going absolutely flawlessly.
As planned.
Alright. This one's already been announced. That's Ginray, and it's coming to Blu-ray.
Looks like the video's good now.
Yeah.
First time for the show.
Well, it's at least not a lag. Man, I really want a giant robo someday. Discotek did say Ginray special will also be shown SD on the giant robo Blu-ray, but apparently they got HD transfer and HA blend. And this is what we're getting. Oops. Gee. But, I don't know. You're drunk that he's on that song. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, we're not watching that again. That seemed to work.
But yeah, it looked good on my end, so I think we're good.
So Brady, you've been soft teasing this and
Little
basically
bit.
soft announcing it for like 2 or 3 months. So tell us a little bit about what we just saw.
Ginray on
completely
Blu-ray.
remastered,
First time on
it's
Blu-ray
upscale,
disc
but it looks really
anywhere.
good. Probably one of the best upscales we've done, I would say, Justin, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you knocked it out of the park on this one. I still kind of can't believe it.
Yeah, it came out really good.
First
this
time
was
on
a
Blu-ray disc
show that
anywhere.
was edited in
Beautiful
SD,
upscale.
and so it had a lot of like master problems. So I ended up having to like actually recomposite a bunch of scenes to fix them for HD. So it looks probably the best it's ever looked. There are a lot of extras.
Yeah, talk about the extras a little.
So there is, let's see, a half-hour interview with Ginray's voice actress, as well as the
It's just the
director
stream is in
Ishimori.
480p.
There's a whole like 10-minute behind the scenes of recording the theme song Love Fight. There's a music video for Love Fight. There's this whole like 10-minute long like remix of classic Ginray moments.
Alright.
There's a scoring session for Ginray, like if you have the
Sunray is
giant
about as
Robo
likely as
Blu-rays,
Polar
there's,
Bear Cafe.
5 or 6 scoring segments.
And
There's also
fans are
scoring
also
segments.
really wanting to lay back at a
The
place
answer
further than the
machine
universe.
versus-
Oh yeah, there's.
I suppose
there's
that
like 6
Crunchyroll could
different
give them
answering
dubs,
messages as
then
Like,
that's what
if you
happened.
want Ginray in Japanese on your answering machine, there's that
Funimation
as
still
well.
on Slayers, yeah, that's true.
There's trailers. I mean, it's packed, and it's really funny because like with a lot of these shows, like we have to like hunt for things, and like they actually were like, here's all this stuff. And it like really made this release kind of special. There's also beyond that, we did a really a big art gallery of stuff, and I ended up scanning in like there's all this Omake stuff that came with the laserdiscs, and that's in there too. I have to post a video on it, but there's a piece of artwork that you actually submerged in water, and then it would like reveal a different piece of artwork. So like,
Oh wow.
yeah, it's kind of so I scanned it before and after, but I have the video of that. And it's kind of neat. It also has the Media Blasters dub version. We retranslated a bunch of the subtitles there. I mean, they're based off of the original ones, but we did like a
20.
cross shot.
This one is
Giant Robo.
hentai.
It's all like it's actually all consistent
It's
now.
with
So we
Media
made
Blasters right now.
with each other. Yeah, it's really.
You sent over a bunch of the artwork for me.
Central
to
Park
include the slides. This isn't final yet. There's some stuff that's still subject.
not
to approval.
finalized.
Let's take
Here
a
we
closer
go.
look. This is the outer packaging. I like that you incorporated the Giant Robo logo onto the back there.
Oh yeah, because I mean, just kind of like so people can look at it.
Dreams like getting a glittering Arganian
It's
Giant
kind of like
Robo
since
size
Ginray is a
toys.
parody
People
of
Asian
Giant
Ginray.
Robo, kind of.
Master on
it's the
Blu-ray for the
packaging is also
first
kind of
time.
a parody of the Giant Robo packaging, and
Here's the inside cover. There's
the inside
a
cover.
variant.
yeah, this is the 3rd episode, which is the serious episode, which is probably
Yeah.
canonical.
Alright.
Three. But and then if you the disc
Very
is
Discotek to just
the-
out of nowhere
the
released the
lovely
2007
Ginray
Giant
and,
Robo.
flower artwork, and then if you look at the spine, we made sure the spine matches the Giant Robo spine. So we actually drew the Ginray Robo in the same style as the really like grim-looking Giant Robo. So when you put this on your shelf next to each other, it'll like match thematically.
And I'm seeing folks in the chat posing questions about, why upscale content instead of doing SDVD. Guys, we'll address those questions. So hang on to those questions. We'll have some Q&A time later.
Yeah.
We're not ignoring you. We just got a ton of stuff to go through. And also, there's postcards, right?
Oh yeah, so again, not approved, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Hopefully doing another
Just
set of
like
postcards
Giant
with
Robo
Giant
Blu-ray,
Robo.
we're getting postcards.
Let's pen across these. 5 postcards.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
like I
there's a
said,
lot of postcards.
yeah, well, we'll see. Like I said, it's all in approval, so subject to change. But yeah, this is the intention is to do postcards. We did 5 for Giant Robo as well.
Yeah.
Hey Brady, how often would you say when we work together and you build out a disc for me and then deliver it to me? How often would you say I react with?
God, these are not
Holy
really bit
God,
further
Brady,
than postcards. They would
really?
do like art cards.
Not as much lately, but on a couple things for certain. This one might have been.
Yeah.
I was surprised at
This
not a
is,
lot.
this is one of our kitchen sink discs for sure.
Filled up that
Yeah, I mean,
Blu-ray.
yeah. The thing that surprised me though was a lot of it was from Japan. Like we didn't have to like scrounge for it, so it worked out. But yeah, this is going to be a fun release, and I think it really would have been a disservice for the special if we just crammed it onto the
Someone something like this.
Giant
Mermaid
Robo
Peachy
Blu-ray
Peachy
somehow,
Peach.
because
It
we
was
could have
completely
included all this
dubbed. It was
other
never
behind-the-scenes
released. That's because
I mean,
AEW
as it was.
tried to
it was
get
really
this on
not
television, but they couldn't, so they dropped it. They relied on merchandise for that one.
It's two of the most packed Blu-rays we've ever made.
Okay,
Also,
so that was
I
announcement
saw
number
somebody
3.
asked if we're
Ginray is
using
coming
Giant
to
Robo,
Blu-ray
and that is
instead of
the
being
button.
shown on SD.
Yeah. In
And
fact,
we'll get to the stock issues in a second here.
we're just about to address
Stock
that.
issues.
Good
Alright.
time. But these are our first 3 announcements for those just joining us, for those keeping track. Very exciting stuff. We got a lot more.
Ginray in
But
2020.
those are all of our announcements.
Okay, we're going back to that joke.
Run this into the ground. Anyway,
I'm gonna run this to the
we did want
ground.
to address some serious business about the overstock issues that I know we've all been having for the past, year and a half or so, and a few changes to the way we're doing business. Now, has this happened to you?
Yes.
Cue the black and white personal injury commercial. Yeah, this is kind of still happening. The
Supply chain
are actually
issues
starting to
from
clear
last year are
up.
clearing
But
up. But some
we sold
releases
through
are
the
now
stock of
sold
some
out
of
of
our
their current
titles,
print run.
and they're sold out of their current print run. That doesn't mean they're out of print. It just means all of
I
the
buy from
copies that
Discotek
have been
direct on
manufactured
eBay.
for
Thank
print
there you
run,
go.
they're circulating, so they may not be in stock in some retailers. And we've been reprinting many older releases, so your fave should be back soon.
I think it's
We'll
already
get
have
those
the
out to
Card
you.
Captor
We know
Sakura the
there's a lot of
movie
stuff
and
that you
Space
can't find
Venture
on Amazon
Cobra
right
the
now,
movie
can't find the right
Blu-ray,
stuff right
not the
now.
4K,
You
but the
definitely
regular
wanna address
Blu-ray.
that. Going forward, what the boss man wanted us to share with you is that not every single title is going to be in stock at all times. So your best bet if you want something is to try to order it as soon as you can, pre-order it if you can. Obviously, we're going to do print runs of everything, but there may be, you may be in a situation where, something you wanted is out of stock and you have to wait for it to be manufactured again. And some of the larger chain stores that have carried our releases in the past, like Walmart and Best Buy, they are continuing to reduce their inventory of home video and are not going to be stocking them anymore. If you can't find Discotek titles locally, some smaller shops do carry them.
Yeah,
Please order them online. And in fact,
Online's
one of our
the way
online
to go
partners
these
sent over
days.
this cute little clip for us to share.
Yeah, rice up. Of course. Yeah, that would be Risa. And you can straight up order those titles. Order those titles, even if out of stock, and you can just wait.
So that's a pretty
And
simple
not to
little
worry
trailer.
about anything.
And now that we've given you the tough news, stuff
The
that's
domino
starting to come back in
chicken.
stock, but
No,
then
no, no,
there's some more
no, no,
waiting
no, no.
for those out of stock titles. We do have another announcement. This is going to be thick with it, and it's the license rescue.
Here we
title.
go.
Oh my God!
License
It's gonna be the real
rescue.
thing. Let's see what it's rescued this time.
It doesn't look fake to me.
Black Heaven. It's streaming on Crunchyroll right now. Legend of Black Heaven. License rescued from Geneon. 1999. The Legend of Black Heaven by AIC and APPP. Freaking heck. Discotek say to a DVD, so this must be an upscale. Is it? What? Almost 1,000 views. Like, are you guys owners of Retro Crush 2? No. Yeah, Discotek doesn't own Retro Crush. Retro Crush has a huge streaming deal with Discotek, but they do have streaming deals with Black Heaven, Legend of Black Heaven, upscaled HD Blu-ray. There we go.
All right, that's a good one. And
Now we
man,
can see.
yeah,
it's 2000 all over again. Legend of
I'm
Black
not
Heaven
being
is back,
racist,
baby.
but
Anime is good again.
apparently.
This is something I actually worked on. I created a
That
website
thing
for this
was-
that was never published.
that thing was huge.
For Pioneer back in 2000.
Yeah, that
And this
certainly
is a
clip was
series
huge.
about a burnt-out salaryman who is recruited by an
Okay,
alien
that's what
race
I was
to use
about to
his
say.
guitar playing.
Hard Rock Save Space.
Save
When
the
is a
universe.
burnt salary metal relief his
I
rocket
particularly
to
fond
save
of
the universe
double
with
this.
heavy
If you know
metal?
Bo Billingsley, who plays Jet Black in Cowboy Bebop, that's obviously his signature role. He's the main character, OG, in this, and he's so good at just being a tired old man who has to find a little bit
That's-
to come back and save space.
New
This
upscale.
is once
First
again
time on
something
Blu-ray
that was
anywhere in the
distributed
world.
and,
There we
was
go
upscaled. So it's
again.
the first time on Blu-ray, real Blu-ray, anywhere in the world. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this was a toughie.
Yeah.
I really had to jackhammer the crap out of
Yeah.
this to make this look good in
Yeah,
HD,
then
but I
they
think
were named
it does
Geneon.
ultimately.
Excellent. And obviously, yeah, it has the Pioneer dub version, and my favorite, which we just enjoyed, has that rockin' John
John
Sykes theme
Sykes.
song. John
John-
Sykes, hero of heavy metal from the 90s. You guys remember John Sykes, right? Huh?
Blue Murder, Tiger Aponte.
Well, it really started with John Sykes when he
stop.
was recruited to join Thin Lizzy by Phil Lyman. And okay, I guess I can talk about that.
John
later.
Sykes.
But,
Remember a white snake.
It's-
Then this.
It's a
Tigers
subject
of
near and dear to
Pantang.
my heart, man. And this show does such a good job of selling the idea of over-the-hill metal.
Yeah, we
Can't
we
be
do
yours.
know is Media Blasters is
Watching the
doing
video,
stuff
I had
again.
No, I've never seen this. I have no
And
idea.
apparently
It's
being
about-
run
can you
by
explain
one
it?
guy.
this will be
like a
coming
real nerd.
real soon.
He's acting like
it's,
one of us, actually.
I think
He's releasing
Mark just
like
finished
past
the
anime
QC pass on it,
and
so,
past live action
So
licenses
this might
that
actually
they
get out
before
got.
the end of the year.
before the new, oh, that's exciting. And yeah, there were people like, did this get announced? No, what happened was we
Yeah.
published this on Crunchyroll.
You're right.
for
Media
streaming,
Blaster is
and
making a
people put two and
comeback.
two together. We didn't officially announce it until just now.
Also, yeah, Ginray is also very close to being out as well. Once the packaging is approved, and then it'll go to press.
And people are talking about upscaling and why we're doing some stuff in Blu-ray, some stuff in standard def on Blu-ray. So let's talk about standard def on
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
go.
First of all, these are some of our most recent standard def on Blu-ray.
Metaboss Season 2.
We got the back half of the
45,
versus
Ginray,
Laminated 40
Melody.
Fire series, which is I'm kind of staggered by just how much stuff is on. There's like 2 releases that have pretty much the entire Laminate franchise, which is one of those big shonen action shows in the 90s. That's cool stuff. And of course, Combat
June
Elite.
28, 2004.
Denji, yo, yo, Joe Denji, spin. Hey, those are his weapons, man. Anyway,
Can't forget Astro Ganger, baby.
oh, that's right. That's why I highlighted it on the slide. For those of you who don't, who aren't that familiar with SD on BD, we continue to sell it to people because it's a novel format. Not a lot of publishers are attempting to do it. We release more than 30
Section
titles,
23
which is,
tried so,
God,
Media
it's not always
Blasters.
DVD quality, but it's
Tried
sometimes
so as
even
well.
higher than DVD quality.
Oh yeah, no, Zomi is doing it.
And the technical specs are usually better, like subtitle formatting. Like
they're
subtitles
doing
look
it
better
with
on SDVDs
Gundam
than on
Seed.
DVDs, right?
Yeah,
Give
in
us
fact,
that
I
Lupin
don't think
Part 2
we
as
could have really done
DVD.
Bobobo.
Not
on
until
DVD
Part
or
1
regular
comes out
DVD.
as DVD.
I mean, would you agree, Justin? Because like just how crazy the subtitles are in it.
Oh yeah, I mean oh god.
Gala
But,
Force?
well, I'm
I
surprised
think
it's
it
just
can be
worth it all.
upscaled. I don't know.
And we
Frankly.
It's
we
survival
have to,
win.
you know, we have to
No,
apologize.
no, 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 no,
and
no, no,
pay
no.
appropriate Bobobo
Binary
fans, because I've
Agent,
watched
wait,
right stuff on
wait,
Amazon,
it's
and that's a
getting
title
more.
that just goes out of stock in a flash anytime they get new stuff.
Yeah.
I
Demand,
worked on
Always
Binary
being
Agent.
printed.
yeah, demand has not been satiated yet, and don't worry, we'll bring Bobobo to the people.
That's
And,
also titles too, where the encoding.
Is the
I
SDD
think,
of Fist of
is,
the North Star better than the DVD box?
H.264, and it's a very
Yes.
clean show. The masters are very clean. Like
Or
SDB,
Yeah,
it
I
blends really well to
I
it.
haven't got that for
okay,
myself, but
we're
I
gonna do a
know
question time
people.
later. One person who is asking, is the SDVD Fist of the North Star better than the DVD? I say it's better just because it's fewer discs, guys. Think about that.
The subtitles are better also. We
Yeah,
fixed
up the subs.
boo-boos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have the dub as well that the DVs do not?
No, DVDs haven't done
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Manga did like what, the first 36 episodes?
yes,
39, yeah.
39,
36.
Yeah, included that. And you know, guys, we try to bring stuff to Blu-ray, but not every anime is going to get remastered for high def. The reality is, some stuff is just always going to be in standard definition, and
Yeah,
standard
apparently
def on Blu-ray is the way
Funimation
the
is
rest
not
of the
doing
classics
it with
that don't
some
get
of
that
the
treatment.
Sunrise
And
licenses.
my God, am I
that-
excited to talk about this one next, because we
Wait.
have got a brand new standard def on Blu-ray release of a 90s anime classics. One of the best 90s anime classics, in my opinion. Some of you are going to be
That's number
puzzled, but I don't think I'm overselling it at all. So let's roll that
So
beautiful
stoked.
beam footage.
Beam footage. Rolling beam. Battle athletes. That's battle athletes. Wait, who did they get that from? Genion. That was all Genion. Battle athlete. Victory. This one's by AIC again. coming to Blu-ray,
All right.
SD Blu-ray.
So, as you can see, Battle Athletes, the whole thing that has been created, the TV series and the OVA, is coming to standard def on Blu-ray. So this is a 30th century story of futuristic athletic competition between girls. It sounds dumb, and it is dumb, but it's also amazing. It's an incredibly cool series, especially the TV series. And it's all going to be on one disc. And so tell us about what you had to do to bring this into the present day, Justin.
Yeah.
This
does look better than the
perfect
DVDs.
candidate. Yeah, this is a perfect candidate for SDVD because this is one of those mid-90s anime that was shot on this really cheap film stock and done really quickly and cheaply, and so the masters are blurry as hell, and it's not going to get a remaster. Although apparently there's a remake coming pretty soon.
Yeah,
but
the remake.
There really wasn't any better video to be had, so we were able to clean it up. We were able to get the awful rainbowing effects out. We were able to get most of the dot crawl out and just kind of spiff it up a little bit. And it wasn't good enough to upscale, but it definitely looks good enough to preserve and watch on a modern 4K TV and slap some new fancy subtitles on.
And this was one of those early pioneer releases where they cut out all of the next episode previews and openings and endings in between episodes on each disc, and you had to restore all of those.
Yeah, they never dubbed the first. Okay, so what they did was they added the extra next episode previews at the end of each volume, but they never dubbed the first volume. So I had to kind of fill that in with Japanese.
Right.
But yeah, everything that can be back is, and all of the credits are there, and yeah, everything is how it should be.
And there's some new extras too, right?
Yeah, the never before seen in English little bonus omake. I think it's about 11 minutes long, called Song Battle, is in there. We have some promos that have never been translated before. Yeah, it's not a ton of stuff, but there's some good stuff that is definitely worth the upgrade.
And and you also wanted to make the point, if you actually bought this whole thing in 2000, you would have paid a lot of money for it, huh?
11 volumes. This came on 3 episodes per disc for the TV series and 2 episodes per disc for the OVA, all priced at the low price of $29.98.
That's her, right?
And that's the American release.
That's right. That's the American
Japanese release was actually the Japanese release was actually fewer volumes.
That's amazing.
I remember this was like 8 volumes or something, right? Something
The secret best anime of the late 90s.
And I gotta
Forget
say,
all the
again,
space
all the space westerns
westerns
that were coming out in the late 90s. This series right here,
Yeah.
TV series, is the
You
secret
really
best
want to
video
try
of the
to
late 90s. It is
Cowboy
a bog
Bebop.
standard sports story that it has some goofy, wacky stuff going on. The last 4 episodes take a major left turn, and it actually sticks the landing. So this is a long time favorite of mine. I'm pretty excited.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And, so is this one coming out before the end of the year? Is that might be January?
Oh.
That actually.
So from the looks of it, it's
So
going to
I
be
think
part of the December
Might be
2026 edition. Just like Ginra.
Yeah.
That's not quite in focus yet, but
Like if not this year, early next year, I'm sure.
here are our running title of announcements. We're not even halfway there yet. We're 1/3 of the way there.
1/3 of the
It's
way,
not all
yeah.
going to be Pioneer Rescues, guys. I see you.
All right, now we're into
Let's talk about
Lupin.
Lupin the Third, because we have a lot of ground to cover here.
A wall of just
The Wall of Fame, it has to be said. And
Lupin.
it's so wonderful to be able to be the guys that kind of brought this series back. And just by way of a quick update, if you haven't been keeping up on the home video releases, there are Blu-rays of the TV specials, Last
Yeah.
Job by Partner.
Discotek is recently
like now.
pulling out one of
Sumo
the
Harimao's Treasure is coming to Blu-ray
one
next
of
month. Certain retailers, I think, are already shipping it out. That includes the
like
English
every
dub,
single one of the
Funimation release, and
Funimation
some
dubbed
liner
Lupin the
notes
Third
about
TV
release.
specials
There's
right
a cover
away.
of that one, and just recently announced was
This
Lupin the Third
Secret is Twilight Gemini.
And
And
this
soon
has
to be
some
next
kind of
is
interesting
like
stuff going
Crisis
on
in
this
Tokyo.
We're going to look at in a second. It's the 8th Lupin the Third TV movie that's slated to come out in November. Revised subtitles, the original Funimation dubbed version.
Yeah, and they
Are
also
there
included
liner
an
notes
edited
or
dub.
commentary on this one, Brady?
So there's a few different things for this. First, there's there are liner notes.
Yeah, we
Pretty
get it.
extensive for
Kids
this.
got
We
Lupin
actually talk about how
first.
this was the first Funimation release and what it meant, and
And I
when it
messed
got
up
announced
with my
and how
partner.
people were excited. So we talk about the history of it as well. The Blu-ray master on this is actually has improved animation versus what was released here before.
So there's actually a home video version versus a broadcast version.
Yeah, I think what happened originally, and this actually made syncing the dub like crazily hard, but like they had dubbed it to the broadcast version, and there was like a home video version with better animation. It's not
Someone
like,
suggested
it's not
now
like
the Galactic
a lot of
Row
animation, but
4K.
there's a lot of
I
places where
don't
it's
think there was a
notably more
4K
Yeah.
Blu-ray in
for people
Japan.
who've
So.
seen this one before. This special was
Oh.
directed by Gisabo Asugi, so it has pretty nice
But
animation.
we
as well.
do 4K upscales exist. So.
And there's an alternate cut of this film on the
Yeah,
Blu-ray, isn't
the
there?
TV PG
Correct.
and
So
the versions.
we actually restored the alternate PG cut of this.
Hey, we
put
say
it as
everything we
extra on
can
this disc.
have
It's
here at
double.
Discotek.
But,
Everything.
We originally intended just
Yeah,
to throw
I
it on there
believe
with putting in the
Funimation
old
tried to put
Digipaint
this
edits,
on
but our,
Cartoon Network.
associate producer Elaine
try to
was like, I think I could
promote
redo
by
this. I think I could drop
themselves,
it. And so I said, well, if you think you can do it, I'll pay you to do it. And then she
Yeah,
ended
try
up
to
doing the
let
whole,
fans
like,
know that Lupin the
brief
Third
demo,
outside
but
the Castle
it-
Cat
We're
was
going to
strong.
take a quick look at this actually, because this was really impressive. She had to have drawn that bikini on like 200 frames of animation, huh?
It was pretty intensive. She did quite a bit.
All right.
Let's take a look.
So what we're going to have a look at first
Go off.
is we're going to have, it's going to be a comparison. And on the left, you'll see our newer master, and on the right will be the old
Rumiko
Funimation
Takahashi.
version. Both with their
Rumiko
visual
Takahashi.
changes. So watch closely. After that, we'll watch the same clip again in the quality that will be released on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, and all of these old masters were badly frame blended as well. So really is a big upgrade from the DVDs. The DVDs do not look that good at all.
Yeah, that's the thing about Funimation's
She
old
bashfully covers her already covered boobs.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Twilight?
See? It's the other half of the diamond that you're wearing around your neck.
Yeah, I like how that clip just started. Like you could already see the tearing on the old master.
Oh yeah. It was like even the timing on those old masters is not right. These are a lot of work to restore it.
Resync to the master footage, right? Okay, so let's look at that clip one more time so we can see the bikini in all of its glory.
The Twilight. Oh boy, I'm really embarrassed. I know I shouldn't have looked, but do you know you're wearing the Twilight?
What do you mean, Twilight?
See? It's the other half of the diamond that you're wearing around your neck.
Lupin, tuck your shirt in.
Yeah, seriously. But so sending this to our proofer Mark, I called him our bikini inspector because he had to look to make sure that all the frames were there.
Hey, you know, if you want to screen the Secret of Twilight Gemini on Family Movie Night, Discotek has you covered, literally.
It was fun. I mean, you know, we got. It was honestly really interesting to try to figure out how they did it and redo it.
Family
Because
comes
there were a lot of
first.
different shots where they added blood out, which I ended up doing, or that kind of thing. So it was a real neat
Still in
exercise.
Twilight
But yeah, that's
Gemini.
cool to actually add in there. And we also
And
included
Family
the
Movie
original,
Night. I just got so.
crappier versions too, just so you could see like what it used to look like as well.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I just want
Yeah, it's a fun-
to read some
This
of
is the
the
disc art
Twitch
as
chats.
well. And we got more good news coming. We have got more Lupin for Yupon. License
Alright,
Rescue
here
Vehicle
we
is here again.
License Rescue.
Because
And
have pulled
we
another special
got
opportunities to bring back
Tokyo
to
Crisis.
Lupin
I
the Third
figured.
Tokyo Crisis is coming to Blu-ray in high definition, baby.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites too. It's one of the best specials.
It's definitely one of the better ones. This is the 10th Lupin the Third movie, Memories of the Flame, Tokyo Crisis. Its official international title is Tokyo Crisis, and that's coming out next year.
I mean, there's not a lot for this one, but we did completely polish up the subtitles. But also, if you notice, the title of this special is Tokyo Crisis, so it's set in Tokyo. and there are like 8,000 signs in the background of this, and some or a lot that were actually like plot important that weren't translated before. So we went through and translated all those signs, and now like a lot of the there's a lot of jokes and plot points which actually like deal with the signs, and
Oh,
so
really?
now that so like because there's like a point where Zenigata pulls out this card, and it's like he uses it to open like a door that it shouldn't open, like it's like a security door, but he uses like this thrift card, like from a thrift club, and all of that.
Zenigata.
Yeah, it's very Zenigata, and so like it's actually like they sort of like hint at that in the signs in the background if you read them, but like they weren't translated before, so it just comes out of left field
Television
when he does it in the special. So yeah, there's a lot of things like that.
We're getting so close to
sort
the
of
two
explain
feature
the story
films that
there. So that's all
Funimation
translated.
that.
Cool. Let's
Also liner notes and all that sort of thing.
excellent. And as usual, as is common for several of these releases now, I think there's the inside is a little mini poster. It's pretty cool.
Correct. If so, with these specials, if there's enough art, like for instance with Bye Bye Liberty, there was 2 pieces of cover art, so there's a reversible cover on that. But if there's not enough art for a reversible cover, it's always a mini poster inside for every release. So you can hang up your little Lupin mini posters if you want.
Tokyo Crisis.
So,
It's actually
the title,
based on the
announcement number 6 is
looks
we're doing
Japanese-
Lupin the Third Tokyo
Japanese
Crisis
kanji right
on
here.
Blu-ray next year.
Yeah, Chinese
we're
transcription.
still not even half
Chinese
done.
kanji.
No,
Yeah.
no. And,
It's a real thing.
We're going to keep the Lupin love going a little bit more because, guys, we love Lupin the Third, and we know a lot of you guys too, and we're really happy. And I was kind of doing the numbers when I was putting these slides together. Just like, so how much is left to release on home video? And we've done the math, and
9
that stuff that
TV
has not been
movies,
released
1
in Wish
OVA.
in North America.
Plus
We've got
re-releasing
9
some
TV
more
movies
older
and OVA
stuff.
to Wish for.
Alright.
Plus some TV stuff and some older stuff. And
Still,
you might be
what
wondering,
about
well, what about TV releases? Well, we're going to release this one soon. And
what?
it's not new, but it's another thing we're bringing back to you. Let's look at a clip.
They got it! The woman called Fujiko Mine.
I'm disappointed, Fujiko. Desperation doesn't.
They got it.
I'm not a fine lady, am I? Don't you remember, silly? You said as much yourself. I'm what you call a mighty fine lady. It's over, Lupin. I win. You can run, but you can't hide.
Never a dull moment with this firecracker.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're bringing it back. This is something that we've actually been asked about by a lot of fans because it's been out of print from Funimation. This is something that has become sought after, much in the same way that Fujiko herself is sought after. But
Written by Mario Kata. Thank you.
yeah.
Loverworks.
We're bringing it back for you, all 13 episodes in Japanese and the Funimation dubbed version, and that is coming back to Blu-ray in 2021. So you guys can look forward to that. Even more Lupin for Yupon. Now, a question occurs to me because we still got like half of this thing left, and we're almost to the 1 hour mark. So, Justin, you sent out the press briefings. Did you tell them that they could release stuff at 10 or just after the panel?
I'm literally writing an email right now.
Telling our news partners, don't spoil the panel. We're not done yet.
Mark is going as we're going.
Okay.
Mark has said it, but I don't know about everybody else.
Right. It's just this is something that absolutely happens from time to time. Stuff gets spoiled because we're literally not done with the panel yet. But we're taking our time. We're enjoying ourselves.
Number 7,
We still
Lupin
got
the
about
Third, the
11
woman called
people
Fujiko
in
Mine.
the room watching, so we can see that you guys are too. And that was kind of a lot, and I think it's time for a palate cleanser.
Palette
The
cleanser.
licensed rescue vehicle is coming
Here we
back.
go, another
And it
one.
hey, it's totally legit and real. Stop making fun of the licensed rescue vehicle. Here's something that we all loved as children, and it's coming back as a brand new SD Blu-ray.
Digimon?
If one were to photograph the human body from an elevated plane, several distinct shadows begin appearing. These are what's known as mind shadows. Within these shadows, there exists a universe
Guyver?
beyond the mortal plane. There's a type of energy called chi, which blows like a savage wind through that universe. The name that I have given to that wind is Vajra. It's done. Our work is finished.
Our president has taken the
Alright,
initiative,
Guyver.
calling for unilateral disarmament.
Which one do you mean? Guyver?
Fingertips.
Not Manga?
Consulting our military records, we can conclude that we have nothing like this.
Do you think
Retro
it's
Andy
the
Geist?
nations of the world to lay down their arms in favor
I
of
thought that was really nice.
It's very difficult to say. I mean, there are many private research groups who before now were supervised by government. The Vajra will
Don't
soon
know
be
how I've
manifest
seen
within a
Genocide.
life force of an as yet unknown power. Born to the continual
Yeah,
creation and
Alien
destruction of
Nine,
the universe.
I think it's
Today,
streaming
the
on
birth of
Tubi
that
TV
child
right
has
now.
come.
Wait, okay, that must be Genocyber. Genocyber. The OVA, now that's right. Genocyber. '94 Arctic. License rescued from Central Park.
Elaine, can you hear me?
Wait.
Video cassette. Oh my god, that was such a 90s.
Oh yeah, that's a Central Park
I
Media video.
made this trailer.
I was gonna say, Justin, was that your trailer?
That was absolutely all me.
I love everyone will die.
Everyone will die.
So this is
Ah,
this is not a
it's
final
actually on
comment,
SD
but,
only.
Yep, Genocyber is coming back to home video. Man, that was the dream of the '90s, wasn't it?
Okay,
You
so
mean it's
now
not
they're
Me right now.
expanding their resource on
You mean it's not
SDB.
called Genocyber Our Work Not Final? That's not the title of the...
I mean, my favorite
The
moment
cover
of this
is
panel, as
awful.
yet, was we started rolling
Artwork
up through
not
there, and
final.
everyone had a
Of
guess,
course.
and everyone's guess was wrong. At first, people were like, "It's Guyver. It's Empty Geist. It's Dorothy's Way."
It's Andy Geist.
No. We, those are not bad choices, but this is what's coming next. Koichi Ohara, the creator of Empty Geist, this is something that he created for Artmic. Those were the Bubblegum Crisis people, and I think this is one of the last things they did themselves before the company collapsed in a cloud of dust and mafia dealings.
Yeah.
Yep. It's got all 5 episodes on a single SDVD, and this is yet another thing that it's still a major upgrade, isn't it, Justin?
Yes. So basically, we were able to use the original Japanese masters, the old Central Park Media version, because they kind of didn't.
A
know what they were
remaster from
doing
the
in
Japanese
DVD
source.
era.
A massive
We-
upgrade over the
during
older
DVD era,
US manga
they
DVD
took
release. You
the
mean...
UK PAL dub masters and transferred them back to NCSC. So they were all smeary and nasty and interlacing, and they looked terrible. So we got the original masters from Japan, and we were able to further digitally clean them up, get rid of the dot crawl, get rid of the rainbowing. It looks so much better. We were not allowed to upscale it, and
Okay,
frankly,
Manga
it looked
UK dubbed
that
this.
great as an upscale anyway, but it's a huge improvement.
So we know that one's trash.
over the Central Park Media release.
And as you could hear in the trailer, even though we kept it family friendly, it's one of those manga UK dubs that is just full of swearing.
Yeah.
15
Yeah, if you-
over.
Yep.
They didn't even need to 15 this. This is the goriest thing ever happened.
Hey, they had to prove it was for adults by saying the F word a lot.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
of course.
And,
So if you are at all easily upset, you should steer clear.
Announcement number 8, Geno
This is the
Cyber.
the 90s, man. All Sinew and gore and weird electric consoles. This is coming
So
up
it's
in
not.
2021.
Oh,
And,
show it.
that's announcement number 8, and yeah, we're over the halfway point.
Here we go.
With 1 hour done. I mean, granted,
Rose
some
of
hours
Resilience,
technical
Hajime no
difficulties.
Ippo the Fighting,
I made
Getting
this little
Ready,
slide
Legend
so
of
we
Black
can talk
Heaven.
about restoration projects.
Okay.
Discotek does a lot of that, and if you look real closely at this film reel, you'll see that, that's a frame from Sister Princess, which I think actually had some restoration work done on it. Like a couple of things had to be done for that, right? Don't answer that.
I mean, yeah. Next slide, please.
Okay. What we're going to talk about first is 1,000
Alright.
because that was recently announced for release. That's coming out in November, and we previously
We're
announced this
talking
title
about
to
stuff
highlight the
here.
newly rediscovered
1001 Nights, newly
which is
rediscovered
awesome.
English
And,
version.
Justin and Brady were kind enough to grab a clip. that we could
1001
watch. Most people
Nights.
in the English-speaking world have never seen this film.
And name is spelled
Because
viewers.
it was only screened a handful of times in the 60s. They tell me it was aired on Australian television in the 70s, but it's not something that's been easy to find at all. And if you watch the lower left of your screen, that's the original source we had to work with, and you'll see the difference in quality.
What?
It's
For real?
So let's
For
look at
real?
Who's pulling these tricks on me? Come out, come out.
Oh, jeez. Now this. Now, this is insane. Especially for semi-hentai.
The ship is magic or it's haunted. Or perhaps both. Hey, ship, set sail. How about that? A movie. Let's have some windows so I can see where we're going. This is too much. It's really too much.
Tell me, Master, where shall we go? We've left the coast for the open sea. Give me my destination.
Who are you, sire? What are you, sire?
I am the guiding light of this ship. I am yours to command.
Oh, this is great. Well, let me see. Set sail for the port of Basra.
So shall it be, Master.
pretty cool stuff as our hero Aldine commands a genie to take him across the sea. Now that people were in the chat were saying that's a weird dub, man. That sounds like a kung fu movie. Yeah, this was dubbed by William Ross Productions in Tokyo, who dubbed a ton of kung fu movies. There were a bunch of expats working in Tokyo dubbing foreign films throughout the
Ton
60s
of kung
and
fu
70s.
movies.
So this is what
That
our
old
packaging
master
looks like.
was
And,
shit.
Brady,
You
also have
are
this
so right.
Interesting stuff to whip this packaging into shape.
This is based.
Oh yeah. Since this
Decent
movie's
for
from
the
like
time.
the 60s,
Yeah,
there's really not
definitely.
artwork for this. So we literally had to find the original program book, the original posters, and then scan that all in. If you go to do you have the poster slide?
Yeah, the poster slide I
yeah.
stuck at the end.
Okay.
So you can see all the,
Oh,
the creases.
I guess there's
Yeah, so you see like yeah, this
artwork.
I had to scan this in with a scanner and
Voltron
reconstruct it
was
all,
the
and then we
worst
pretty much
part
had to
of it.
redraw everything in the middle and redo all the line work on Aldine and like everything. Like it was a huge restoration process just to do the cover artwork. If you go back to the cover,
This cover? Oh, this is the inside cover.
so the inside cover, as you see, the outside cover. Go back to the outside one real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. No
The
problem.
outside one is sorry. I should have told you the order, but anyway, it's designed to complement the Cleopatra release that we did. So the spines for this and Cleopatra will line up, and they complement each other because they're both Tezuka films. But we did this on the outside, and then the inside we used the little more racy artwork. On the actual thing, it won't be censored, obviously.
Yeah, there's not a gigantic pink
won't be
rectangle
censored,
over
of course.
in the actual package. Totally uncensored. And it's not
Yeah,
double.
reversible
the double
covers,
is a shorter cut, but there's the
uncensored.
original
You will
subtitle
see it
cut and the
uncensored
dub
when you
version
buy
is
this.
both included on this disc.
Correct. And we also included, not only did we include that, but we included the entire original program book is scanned in the art gallery, the posters, all that sort of stuff. There's a flyer. I think there's even a scan of the original. One of the things we actually found was one of the original tickets for the roadshow.
Oh, wow.
So there's a scan of that in there too.
Edicus.
So there's a lot of cool stuff
It's
in this.
actually one of
in this
Discotek's more
release.
popular
And then
licenses they have.
the actual restoration of the
TVY7
English
version, please.
I was going to say, the clip that we showed,
Okay.
the old version actually looked better than most of the film. Like the what we got was almost completely faded and red for the most part. Like that part portion actually had a little bit of color, but like so much of it was just like faded out. It was ridiculous.
It was
So like,
completely, and
We
it also,
couldn't even read those.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't you have to have like a friend of yours who's like really good at like transcribing things, like figure out like some of what it said too? Because you sent me like a text message.
Yeah, he was able to figure it out from a combination of the Japanese credits, which he was able to translate, and then looking at the blurry tests I sent him.
Yeah, because like without that, what you said.
Now you guys have to realize it's 2001
English
next.
credits. We used a lot of a combination of like compositing and artwork and or redrawing artwork, and then rebuilt all of the English slides for both the movie and the English trailer. I got a shout out to Black, aka Chris Flores. She redrew a lot of this stuff for me, as well as Ashley. She also helped me work on some of the slides, because I just couldn't. There were so many slides to do, I couldn't do it all myself. So they all helped me with redrawing stuff. So it's probably never looked as good as it does here.
Yeah. And people talk about, adult animated films starting with stuff like Fritz the Cat. No, this one has that beat by a good couple of years. This was the first animated movie made expressly for adult audiences and adult sensibilities. And it's a pretty uncouth movie. Like, you guys had to search for a little while to find
Dr.
a
Slump,
scene
the complete
that
series.
was
I think the first 5 movies kind of flop for Discotek.
No,
And going forward with that
I'm not even
anymore.
sure some of them have clothes.
Yeah. All right, well, that's 1001 Nights, the first of our restoration projects. And this one is a real dream project, and it made my jaw drop when you guys told me about it. So is everyone ready? We don't
Dream
have a
restoration
clip of this
project.
ready yet, but I'm sure you guys are going to freak out at the artwork. So let's watch.
Project Echo!
And there it is.
I'm just waiting for the chat.
Oh! Here we go! Thank you!
So, how could this be, you two? How could Project Echo be coming to Blu-ray? How is that happening?
Full
Because
screen
you don't
masters
have
and
film
films for
right?
this classic film has
Correct.
still not been found.
That is correct.
No film elements, and
However-
the full screen master is still lost to time.
Wow. However,
Emerging
there's
technologies are
technology
allowing
that is
much
helping
better
us
recovery of
recover
materials from
the
Laserdisc.
release much better, right?
Yes, so a nerd project out of the UK called the Doomsday Duplicator.
Don't
Actually,
Doomsday.
Doomsday. Yeah,
It's this thing.
I don't know. Yes, it's that. And what it does is it hooks up to the laser pickup of certain Laserdisc players and samples the raw laser pickup RF stream, bypassing all of the old 80s analog consumer video equipment and allowing us to decode it in software.
It's a completely
Didn't the
insane
Armor
idea.
Hunter know we could
It's a
finally get
completely insane
a
idea
release?
because
That would be
someone
up
actually
to
sat
like
down and
Made in
thought, well,
Japan.
Every time
Section 23.
every time a video signal passes through any kind of electronic gate, it loses quality. What if we could just get frames
Yes.
right off
With
the
the rest
laser?
of Vodons with Made in Japan Section
That's
23.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, okay, it gets crazier.
Yeah.
It gets crazier. So, as people who've ever used Laserdisc player know, that there's occasionally dropouts. There's a little something called disc rot, which some of the Inco Laserdiscs have a little bit of disc rot.
A theatrical
What we
print
did
with a
for
little
this,
way.
there's a technique where you sample 5 copies of the original disc, 5 identical copies of the same disc, and they are blended together to create one perfect composite that is the closest you can possibly get to the master tape that was used to make it.
Wow.
That's what we did here.
Alright.
I had to actually mail in my own.
They have
images.
hacked anime. The Doomsday Duplicator has
Yes,
allowed
yes,
us
you
to capture
did. You
direct
did that.
RF stream Laserdisc video of Project
Okay.
Echo in both
Just a
full
second.
frame and
So this is
letterbox
how you know.
versions.
Yeah, so we also have the original master from the old Central Park Media Vault of the
Here we go.
letterbox version, which it's a little sharper and the colors are a little better. So we're like, let's do both. So we're going to preserve both of them. We are, we're obviously
Frame by
releasing
frame
the
restoration of the
we're
movie.
cleaning up the
Now underway with
subtitles.
groundbreaking upscale coming next.
And that's next step is upscaling. We have our good buddy Russ, who worked on this project before for DVD. He is doing a
Not a
frame by
kindergarten.
frame restoration. He now works at a big post-production
I
house.
want
He's
to learn
taking
you.
all he learned to do
Discotek as Dragon
dirt
Ball
removal
and
and
stuff.
all that stuff. We're doing what we can with this. It'll still look a little blurrier than it's still an
I
upscale,
think
guys,
I've already saw
but
that
it will
video on
look
VeggieTales.
pretty good, as it could ever possibly
Where that
get.
guy went
I'll
over
say,
his
I'll get
head.
The next step is
Yeah, you know, and there's a similar restoration
Why
that
couldn't
is
they clean
happening
up
with
Lucy?
the other films, right?
That Blu-ray was released in 2018.
Yes, not quite as ambitious because we have the
Okay,
right
similar
masters of those,
restoration
and
of
also
efforts
they,
are underway with
frankly,
three
those
Project
masters
Echo
weren't made
single
to as high
films.
of a quality standard,
Alright.
so there's not as much we can do with them, but we're working on the entire OG set of 4 films.
Okay, and what about the
hopefully
other two, like OVAs?
we're still working out how the upscale will work. That's why we don't have anything to show you today.
Yeah.
But we're working our butts off on this.
Yeah,
It's like the
Oh,
3Ds
man,
are
all my
looking pretty
DVDs to the library.
yeah. What I'll say is that Justin and Brady have shared a couple of clips with me.
One release
I wanted to share them with you,
They're doing like
and I was
separate,
told
just
no
like what they did
because
with
they think
DVD
they can get better
already.
results. And they don't want to, and we don't want to start putting stuff out there until we
First,
have
that's
the
not
quality
traditionally
that you can
not
expect on Blu-ray. So hopefully we'll have
We're
some
still
footage
playing.
to share with. We'll have some footage to share with you soon.
Alright.
So pretty great stuff. This is something I never thought I would see in this life. So that's very exciting. And a couple of more updates on restoration and preservation projects. This is a pretty cool story.
Eh?
Season 3. And we have got questions
Yeah.
about this because we have previously shared that we got the rights to the season 3 of Metabots. That was not the
Yeah,
materials were not
thank you,
included. What that means
Disney.
is that we have the rights to release it dubbed, but we didn't have the dubbed master tapes. And well, we have found suitable masters.
Yep.
So Metabots season 3
Here we
is coming
go.
out on it.
Season 3 of Metabots is ready.
First time on
About to
home
be
video.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And this might be backburnered for a while longer, but plans to release the original Japanese version of the series, Medero, those are still in place. We're still
Alright.
moving forward on that.
We
So
could
if
be
you're a
getting
fan of
that,
the
like,
original,
late
I know there's people out there
2021.
who are. Just sit tight. And on a similar
What's next
note, I
is
just
Discotek
wanted
Zoids.
to, give you a
That's
quick
on
update, because I
Hasbro.
know
Manga
there's
Late
some
Night.
fans of-
They got that too,
of
I
Monster.
think.
The Japanese version of this Monster Fighting Classic is already on Crunchyroll. We are doing that on standard def on Blu-ray.
And the Japanese
And
version is
previously,
coming to the SD
we asked you
Blu-ray.
guys if you had any insight or any leads on English language masters, and a lot of you stepped forward to help. We appreciate that, but it generated kind of a lot of noise. We decided that the best approach going forward is for us at Discotek to keep inquiring with involved parties ourselves, because we know those masters are out there. Don't worry, we haven't given up. Our
Alright.
search continues. It may take another year, maybe a little longer, but we are still
masters,
looking, and we're going to find them. So
Okay,
thanks very much for your enthusiasm for this title. And
Like,
here's another
that's supposed
classic
to be like
with some
Disney?
restoration work attached, but this one
Ah,
is also
I think that's
brand new
Mapletown.
to America. So let's have a look.
Or also new to America. I didn't know. So this is Ninja Robots? Tobikage? Ninja Robots, that's it! Ninja Robots! AKA Ninja Senshi Tobikage.
Chase the evil ones away. Need your robots, need your robots.
Wait, who done that adaptation? 1985 to 1986, done by Pierre. Who done this? I wanna know.
Wait, there's a little bit more.
Hello.
Ninja
this on here on
robots will be
purpose.
right back.
Yeah, apparently Wikipedia says that it aired in Australia on Cartoon Network.
And now, back to Ninja Robots.
Nice.
The logo is so good.
The
whole
logo
thing
is so good. And Brady, I'm pretty sure that's Cam Clark doing those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm pretty
think
sure.
Wikipedia says that
this
this
is like a weird
was.
production
Give us
process.
some
where
history, but let's
It's
get
actually
to the
done in
announcement.
Miami.
We are releasing Ninja Senshi Tobikage on Blu-ray, and 43
Using
episodes. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go
Using
ahead.
this Japanese masters, the video looks amazing. All 43 episodes, Japanese and English subtitles, all new subtitles. We're still figuring out the extras, but we will have, at the very least, the first 20 episodes will be dubbed in English. That's what we found so far.
Yeah. And here's where you come in, because we have found lots of clues online of the dub that you can find in certain places. But what we want is we want to find the Ninja Robot stuff, or at least find and talk to some of the people who made it. Because if nothing else, maybe we can make an interesting extra and get the history down. Ninja Robots was dubbed at Sonic 3 Studios in Miami sometime in the mid to late 1990s. The players were told that this was going to be on Cartoon Network. And it was. Cartoon Network India. It did not air on Cartoon Network in North America. It was produced by a guy named Buzz Alexander. These are the members of the cast. We'll also post this call out on Twitter. And really, it's just, we've done some searches. I've talked to a couple of people, no leads. There are messages from some of these people that have gone quite cold. And what we're asking is, do you know any of these people? Because we'd love to talk to them. Maybe we could find more episodes. Maybe we could just get a couple of interesting stories that we could include, on an essay, maybe farther in the future. And Justin, we thought we had those masters.
Oh,
So,
we came so close. It was so upsetting. So we actually found the masters. They were in the Paramount Pictures vault. And it took over 6 months to get them because they had to
Paramount Pictures. Working with the big guys.
Finally, in March, peak pandemic panic, I had to venture out and pick up the box of tapes, and I get them home, and I notice that they all say Japanese audio on them. They had the Ninja Robots opening and ending, and the title screen, but the actual audio, only Japanese. And so infuriated.
that's the worst, just because there was a good month or two where we thought, all right, we found it.
Yeah.
And I specifically asked them for the English version, and those are the only ones, the only masters that we found. But hey, at least we have the opening and ending in good quality now.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, we do know for sure that, because I found such a low quality version of it, but I found episode 39 or something. So we do know that the back half of it was dubbed into English. It's just we have to try to find it.
Yeah. And it's that's releasing next year, but it's far enough in the future that we're going to scramble and see what we can turn up. And
so
if you guys
any help to offer, please let us know.
And this isn't a if you have 240 by 180 real media files, we might not be able to use those. It's really just a case of, can we track down the people who made this, because they're probably going to be the ones who have it.
Honestly, at this point, I'll take the real video file.
You'll take the real video, yeah.
Yeah. We've worked with that Galaxy Express special. We worked wonders with not so good sources. So whatever we can do to restore it, we will try. And if you have anything, contact one of us, please.
Absolutely.
But
Okay.
we'll have at least 20 episodes. So
Yeah,
At least
20
the first
episodes
one.
in English, not released on home video in North America ever before. So that's pretty cool. And that's one of the great robot animes of the 80s. If you like that ninja episode of the Transformers
Apparently
cartoon, that's
that
like a
was
43
also
episode
licensed
version
rescue
of
from
that.
Anime
It's
Souls.
great. I know some of you remember it. Anyway,
Enter Nightbird, right?
Case closed
That's
update,
right.
here we go.
Anyway, what I wanted to do real quick was just give a case closed update because we're releasing some of those titles in North America. We've already released episode 1,
Here's episode 1.
the Origin Anniversary TV
And they
special.
all
You can get that on Blu-ray now.
already released
Zero
Zero
the
the
Enforcer, the
Enforcer.
22nd.
Oh,
Case
yeah, it's
Closed
coming
Film
later this month.
It's coming out later this month, and we can take a quick look at the cover. It has the same dub cast as the previous film, which is Griffin Burns as Shinichi Kudo, Christina V as Ron, Wendy Lee as Detective Conan, and I know some people have asked about this. They're curious. The character Toru Amuro, sometimes known as Zero, that's played by Kyle McCarley. And in addition to this Case Closed movie that is coming out soon, we will also be releasing
The Crimson Love Letter. I called it.
more Case Closed is on the way. Movie 21, The Crimson Love Letter, is coming soon to Blu-ray, and that will also feature a brand new dubbed version with the wonderful new cast of Case Closed. So guys, one truth prevails, and that's another one that is coming up soon. So our release checklist is starting to break the slide. That's always a good sign. Number 11, we're releasing Case Closed, The Crimson Love Letter on Blu-ray soon, and even though we have as much time as we want, we're starting to pick up the pace here. So here, have another announcement. This is the cool Blu-ray truck. This is for titles that have not been license rescued. And the cool dream. This is like, I just searched for truck clip art, and I think this was the first one. And I'm intrigued by this, and I'm sure a few of you will be too.
This is 2000s, I suppose. Submarine. Submarine Super 99. Submarine Super 99. Kind of like a part of the 3-9 universe. Submarine Super 99. Submarine Super 99 coming to Blu-ray.
I know you're thinking to yourself, they released all of Galaxy Express 999. There can't be possibly any Leiji Matsumoto stuff left. Well, you're
There's
wrong.
plenty more. There's definitely the Galaxy Railway.
There was a mini Matsumoto boom. A lot of you guys, if you're not Galaxy Express 39 fans, you probably recognize the look of these characters from that Daft Punk movie. There was kind of a mini Matsumoto
Got more
boom
of that,
in the early
Leiji
2000s.
Matsumoto.
This was part of it, Submarine Super 99, a 13-episode TV series.
The
This
Daft
is one
Punk
of the
movie.
last ones that has not been released in English anywhere. It's an obscure classic in English for the first time ever. This is another one that looks good enough that we went ahead and upscaled it, and it's going to be in Japanese with English subtitles. Other details are TBD. But hey, if you've been snarfing down
Queen
all the
Millennia,
Matsumoto
huh?
releases, here's another one for you, and brand new. So
Justin, was some of the ones that had really, really clean masters too, or?
Yeah, this they were
that opening
pretty
was
much
amazing.
pristine. I had very little
Something
trouble.
kinda. I think that one is with
green
Aniplex.
from start to finish.
Even though that
Excellent. So another
logo is
classic.
not
I
on
was
the
gonna say, we
DVD
can call
released by
stuff from the early
Bandai.
2000s classics now. That's how old it is. But that will be coming out in 2021. And boy, this rapidly growing, accelerating list has a
Number 12, that's it.
12, Submarine Super 99.
3 more to go.
And I'm going to talk just briefly. We always cover this ground, but for people who still don't know, you can watch some Discotek content online, as signaled by this extreme
Alright,
logo.
Crunchyroll, Retro Crush,
We have a whole bunch
2B.
of titles on Crunchyroll, something like 75 titles currently, I believe, including movies, OVAs, and TV series. There are still some series that have not been released on home video, which we have the streaming rights to.
Fushigi, Yugi, Osamatsu, the 1980s
80s
are
Mr.
Osamatsu,
Osamatsu, and Miss
and
Machiko.
Machiko.
You can only watch them on Crunchyroll right now from us. And we love Crunchyroll, and we sometimes partner with them on home video versions of their shows. Our recent releases
I'm a
of
fan of Konosuba.
are Crunchyroll co-brands. We licensed it from them, and that's Crunchyroll on Discotek.
Wait.
And in addition to that, we're also doing stuff on Retro Crush. You can watch a bunch of our catalog. That's the place to watch retro anime online for free with ads or in their new premium service. And you can watch that if you're in the US and Canada. Our Arcadia of my youth, which we worked real hard on. You can just go ahead and watch it on there. You can watch our re-release of Cromartie. You can watch Kaiba from Masaki Iwasa. Whole bunch of stuff, and of course, Chargeman Ken. And lest I forget, Fighting Foodons. That's
The place to watch Fighting Foodons.
Retro Crush. So very important. I just wanted to make sure we covered that ground. And also,
Alright,
speaking
City
of online
Hunters
and
going
Crunchyroll,
well.
To tie into that, just a quick City Hunter update. To cover
Season
that
2
ground, too.
is coming
Season
along.
1 is now available in its entirety on Blu-ray in 2 sets for your enjoyment. And the newest City Hunter film, Shinjuku Private Eyes, is also available on Blu-ray now. That was dubbed by our friends at Sound.
Everything about City Hunter is now on
Everything you see
Crunchyroll.
here is available to watch streaming on Crunchyroll, including the dub of Shinjuku Private Eyes. So even if you don't have the home video, you can go off and enjoy that on Crunchyroll. And this is kind of crazy to me. All 140 TV episodes of City Hunter and all of the TV movies, feature films, and specials, all 7 features, encompassing the entire animated saga, are all on Crunchyroll now. And we don't have anything in the nearest term, but the plan is to continue releasing City Hunter on Blu-ray in the future. So please look forward to that. So lots of good stuff coming your way. And we are now at the part of the presentation where we just go over our recent releases in case you have missed them. Last month, we released Combattler V and the Crusher Joe OVA set. Man, that Last Weapon Ash, I think, is the best OVA ever made in terms of action. The back half of Lamine and 40, Lupin the Third, Dragon of Doom, and Caligula. Did you guys work on Caligula?
I did.
What's that about? What's the story with that? That one got past me.
I couldn't tell you.
Sorry,
I can't sit and watch everything.
you can't watch every episode of everything. Yeah, we're pushing a lot of volume.
You're pushing
4 or 5 discs a month every month. So we
7.
hope 7. I hope.
Just
7. Yeah.
I hope we're keeping you entertained, audience. And this month, some of the official release date is the 29th, but
They're also in Canada. I believe they're also in some parts of Europe.
The final set of Galaxy Express,
Which is not
our release of
very
Space Adventure
fast.
Cobra on
Apparently,
Blu-ray.
this is the rare Discotek Media license that's also in Europe.
Wonderful license rescues are coming back to home video, so don't miss those. Well, I see someone excited about Cobra. I'm interested to see that Cobra just because there are a couple of.
We want to like hear that Cobra done that you tried to do.
Yep. Yeah. There was a fan who had the ability to make a finished, polished dub.
A very talented
pretty good job.
Yeah, a very talented amateur.
But unfortunately, it became clear after a little bit that there was no way.
Yeah.
30 odd episodes were going to be possible. So
yeah, he didn't have the capacity to finish the series, but what he made was really cool. So we paid the man, and we included that for your enjoyment. So there's
Alright.
the alternate dub.
And TMS accepted it. All right.
And
Episodes 1 and 2, correct, Justin?
yeah.
Yep.
And in October, next month, we've got Cleopatra, Tezuka's Cleopatra film coming, Isuka, the Lupin the Third Pursuit of Harimano's Treasure, New Getter Robo, yet another retelling of Getter Robo where they take the 2 fat guys from the Getter Robo mythology and kind of combine them. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And as many people have been super hype over, Symphogear. And guys, I do want to pause just to highlight, there it is, everyone. It's coming. It's coming soon. Symphogear. Look at it. Look at it, everyone.
Look at it. It's so good. And folks, guess what?
Yeah. Yeah, completely reworked translation. The Crunchyroll subtitles were pretty rough, so we fixed those up. And folks, guess what, guys? Guess what? Come on, guess.
Okay, hold on.
Even if the guess is completely bizarre.
They got season 2.
Okay, so I see someone guessing more Sympho, and guys, that's correct.
That's
We
it.
are releasing Symphogear G, Symphogear Season 2, on Blu-ray. Coming soon. And it's the same awesome stuff powering the first series, only with twice as many Symphogears. That's the price they do it. And you know what? More Sympho girls equals better than. And this is going to be the 13-episode second season.
Plus plethora of extras.
Plus extras. It's also going to have a polished-up translation, and it's going to be in Japanese with English subtitles. Details are TBD, but look forward to it. That's coming.
Yeah. If you're a fan of this, our translator Noel is a super fan of Simple Gear, so you're taken care of.
I really love this series. It's so tacky.
It's fun.
It's so fun, and yeah, it's loud, and it's its own thing, and it's really neat. Happy to be releasing that. So that's announcement number 13. Oh my God, we're starting to go on the end of this.
All right, there's two more
We're that one
left.
on the increasingly alarming pile.
You're gonna have to pay the screen eventually.
All right, and now here's this
I'm gonna
November.
have to break it into 2 slides, but I would never do that. I'm just going to make it look dumber and dumber. And these were recently announced, our November releases, and you can actually pre-order them already on Right Stuff. So if you like using Right Stuff, that's fun. Yep.
I just want to point out, this is 10 discs.
Mm-hmm.
1 month releases 10 freaking discs.
Yes, that's right.
How are we alive, Brady?
I don't know. I mean, like, 2 of these are mine. Like, I don't even understand how we get through producing all of these. Like, it's
My file manager crashed. Shut
A lot
the
of longtime fans. Normally we do a little history of Discotek interlude, but just so you guys know, Discotek is kind of the guerrilla anime disc releasing company, where we're a loose confederation of freelancers and savvy fans who work hard and do the best we can. And I think we're kind of running neck and neck with Funimation and Sentai Filmworks on how much stuff we've been releasing lately. It's pretty damn impressive.
With no
Yeah,
end in sight,
not
by the way, we're
including
scheduled through,
re-releases.
2022.
I mean, we're literally
Not gonna
trying to
re-release
like Tetris
the
in.
same
Like,
as
where do we
this.
put this? Like, how can
Especially
we do this?
not
Where are we-
Funimation.
Where are we going to do this?
So, if we didn't announce the show that you're looking for, it might still be on the pile.
Yeah. So
We're only announcing what we can get to in the next few months.
So as previously mentioned, we're doing Lupin the Third, Twilight Gemini, 1001 Nights. We're doing Hanasake Usei Shonen, which is a reverse harem show where the girl has all the different boys, and it's a political
Criterion,
thriller.
but
Why not
anime.
both?
That's
The
right.
classic mecha series Dan Kuga, and Big Order. And Justin, you actually wanted to talk about Big Order briefly, right? Because there's something really interesting on that release.
Yeah,
This
because
is like a boob show, right?
Funimation was going to dub
that big of a
this.
deal.
Well, it was, it has its fans. It's not just a food show. There's
Okay.
some thought put into the plot. However, first of all, this has more boobs than what was on the stream. But secondly, there was an OVA episode that was released with the 8th volume of the manga.
And this is
And it's a
interesting.
weird episode. It goes, it plays like the first 23 minutes normally, and then things get weird. It goes in randomized order. It picks at random from 11 clips, then at random from 4 clips, then at random from 12 clips, including the ones that were in the first layer of randomness. And as you can see, I
Okay.
had to reverse engineer this. The Japanese DVD doesn't even have a diagram like this. I had to draw that out from their text descriptions that we had to get translated. And it was a nightmare to code, and a nightmare to reverse engineer, and a nightmare for Mark to QC. So here it is.
Nightmare Fuel. And
How many times before Mark watched this, do you think?
I don't think he knows. I think he just, because it endless loops. It just keeps going. You have to hit
Yeah, that's
main menu
fucking
to get out of it. So it just, I think if you lose consciousness, it could be days.
And just think, another publisher probably would have just included one specific cut of this OVA and called it done. But you had to reverse engineer the monster.
It's there's nothing else like it. It's like an art project.
Well, didn't it like come in like one piece, and it was like they had to figure out even what it was at first too? Like it wasn't
Alright,
like even clear
recap,
that it was this originally.
Well, no,
Rules of Versailles.
the Blu-ray
Actually,
was
with the
was
fighting.
only this, and it came back in with volume A's of the manga, and it did have a card
That'll
that
actually
explained
be a
in
TV series.
paragraph
Lupin the
form
Third, Tokyo
how it
Crisis.
worked.
Lupin the Third, the woman called
I was like,
Fujiko
why didn't you
Mine.
just draw a
Kyo
fucking
Cyber,
diagram?
Watching
So I
Deiko,
drew a
Ninja
diagram.
Senshi
Oh,
Topikage,
no,
Case
now
of the
it-
Prince of the Letter,
The
Submarine
translator got
299,
it as just
Subsecurity.
pieces and was really confused. I think that's what
Got
happened.
two more
Yes.
left.
Yeah, that is what happened, because, obviously they don't make any sense if you're just seeing them played linearly.
Right. So that's totally unique. Wow.
Yeah, this is
And, Crunchyroll couldn't stream this either, because how would you even do that?
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I guess you could assemble one cut that kind of made sense and then just say, okay, whatever, we're done. But that would be the whole thing. That's cool.
Yeah, but you have the whole thing, guys.
Yep.
This is the whole thing.
Nice. And
Person for figuring this out because
Updates on
holy
previously
crap.
announced titles.
we are coming up towards the end of our program. Thanks everyone for your patience. Jesus, there's still almost 1,300 of you. Just a few updates on previously announced titles that we don't have scheduled just yet.
Scribe,
is still
you
coming.
already saw
Look
down
for that
the
in spring
sizzle reel.
2001. That's what we're
Heart
looking
hybrid
for at
gear.
the moment. And those Urusei Yatsura movies that you guys keep bringing up in the chat, those are still coming.
Starting in
over
summer
around December.
2021.
So let's take a peek at the non-final work in progress artwork that we have for those. So Brady, have you had to do anything special with these, or is it just a matter of getting the best artwork you can and using the updated logo?
So I've been tracking down the program books and scanning those, and then recoloring. Like on the second one, I had to recolor Lum and the characters, and the first one is a painting, so it's not really that needs to be repainted. But yeah, so I've been just cleaning it up. I've only so far worked on the first 2 or 3, so we're still working on the back half, and those aren't really restored yet. I had to prepare these for other reasons for promotional, so these are the early versions. As you can see, I'll probably differentiate the logos a little bit more
Right.
For the later ones.
I love the fact that the penultimate movie is the final chapter, but then they made another one.
Yeah, the penultimate movie is the final chapter of the manga,
Yeah.
and then they just had to make a whole another special.
Yeah. Well, I think they had another Ranma movie to release, so why not run it as a double feature?
Yeah.
And
People are watching it. People
Yep.
love it.
Yep. And hey guys, here's another license rescue.
Here we go.
This is another thing we have in the pipeline, and it's coming real soon. Spooky.
Spooky. The Devil Lady! It's streaming on Retro Cross, I believe. Nicest rescue from ADV Films.
I love that music. That's the music from like the Omen Part 2 when the nice old man gets trapped under the ice. Spooky. Anyway, this is another title that it showed up on some streaming portals not too long ago.
And known as
guesses,
Devilman Lady.
We're bringing Devilman Lady to Blu-ray. And this series is cool because you would look at it and think, oh, okay, yeah, it's like a girl version of Devilman. No, this is actually a sequel to the original story from Go Nagai, with related characters and everything. And this is a brand new HD transfer directly from the original films.
Dang! For a 1998 anime. Jeez.
Yeah, if I can just jump in here.
Go for it.
This did come out on Blu-ray in Japan last year, I believe, but something happened. I don't know what. They don't look so hot. Ours looks like it should, and it also has the digital Japanese audio restored. It's not the optical audio from the Film Masters, as well as the English dub. So
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
24 episodes, or 26 episodes, gosh, on 2 Blu-rays, improved subtitles, and of course the dubbed version. And we're going to have more details for you as we come closer to release date, but that's looking like it's coming out early next year. So be excited.
26 episodes on
And
2
we're coming right up on the end of our program.
All right.
God knows how much we have left. But
Last
Can you imagine how
oh
much
wait.
we'd have to cut
Now
this?
we get to
Oh,
the
I
dub
know,
updates.
I know. Well, we made this. I think we consciously made this bigger because we knew we would have more time. Now, Justin, you had an update on Memories, which we had previously announced, right?
Yes, I do. So, in addition to all of the Blu-rays in the world,
English script
I'm
rewriting
writing this
progress.
stuff. So I'm almost done with it. I just turned in Stink Bomb. I finished Magnetic Rose a while back, and that was interesting.
Well, that was arduous, right?
and
Because most anime, the mouth flaps, there's like 2 or 3 different mouth flaps for every mouth movement, but that one actually had like rigorous synchronized.
Oh yeah, it's a problem. The higher budget the animation, I mean, the worse it is to dub. And so but I'm really excited for this. I think it's, from what I can tell, you know, this is me talking, but I think it plays amazing in English. Still working on cannon fodder. I still owe that to the dub studio. Which, speaking of which,
Yeah. So. This is something you wanted us to talk about. That
Oh, wait a
Memories was
minute.
actually
Memories
produced by
are
two
two
different
different
studios.
anime studios, you mean?
yes,
Madhouse and Studio 4 Degrees
and
Celsius.
Studio 4 Degrees both did separate segments of the film. So we thought that we would do the same thing. So we have two different dub studios working on this film with us.
That's what you
Rose
mean.
Is done by our good friends at
NYAV Post.
And NYAV is known for their incredible realism. And,
there we go.
their
Discotek's
incredible
finally
casting.
working
As
with
you
them.
know,
Thank you.
Magnetic Rose has
Those guys are really
a young
good.
girl and a lot of foreign accents, so we have to make sure that is done right and we don't screw around with that. Meanwhile, the other two, Cannon Fodder and Stink Bomb, are being done by our friends at
Studio
Sound
Cadence.
And their unique sense of humor and their incredible, they just have really great wit, those people. And they also have access, energy, and they also have access to like the whole Texas dub scene down there. So we think it's the best of both worlds. We're splitting the baby in half, and we could not be more excited about that.
Alright, so.
Oh, I can't wait until we have casting information.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Excellent. That's cool news. Okay, so not too much left to go with, just some final points. Like we said, you can watch some Discotek stuff for free, always, on Crunchyroll, on Retro Crush, and you can find it on some other quality sites too. You can purchase Discotek Blu-rays and some of our older DVD releases at Right Stuff and many other quality online retailers. And you may follow us on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook, when we remember to update those portals. So, more Lupin the Third is coming. Sit tight. More case closed, in fact. Looks like it's coming. More SD on Blu-ray is coming, and more great old anime, old and new, is coming to you from Discotek Media. And you know why, guys, right?
Of course.
It's because
we know everything about what anime fan wants.
And wants.
We have to wait. We have to wait for it to stop spinning. I did that. I made that happen.
Thank you, Mike.
You know everything.
We'll never stop dunking on that. It's funny because the company that had that slogan, they were right about a lot of stuff. They just were way too early. Anyway, on to the next. So thanks for coming, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, actually, we can answer questions. We can stick around for a while and talk about questions. You guys up for doing that for a bit?
And by the way, you guys should stick around too, because
we're not chasing you out the door. There's a little more information that we have to reveal, but we wanted to make time for questions because we never do that. And the question that was raised earlier, I wanted to revisit that. Someone was asking why on some of these titles are they being upscaled instead of being SD on Blu-ray. Do you have any insights on that?
Yeah, some things look good one way and some things look good the other way. For example, if we can make it a nice, polished, progressive presentation in 24p and the video is clean enough, by upscaling it, we can actually enhance that detail. Obviously, we can't add detail that isn't in the image already, but we can make it clearer. We can make it so that we can be sure how it'll look on everyone's equipment. Some TVs upscale better than others. We can kind of put an extra
question. That's actually 4 questions, but it's more of a
comment.
comment.
If we can't do that, or if the video is not in great shape, or there's just so much of it that we just don't think it's worth the additional expense for the fans, we can pack it on just a handful of discs or just one disc and save everyone a ton of money. So, we make that decision on a case-by-case basis.
Oh God, there's like 4 million questions coming.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting? What is the most interesting and obscure special feature that we've dug up? What would you say?
Oh, God.
Yeah, the big order thing.
You like to stay.
Weird.
We have
Oh,
so
that's a
many.
lot of jokes.
Honestly, the 1001 Nights dub is like a feather in our hat, but I'm also pretty damn proud of the Galaxy Express movies.
Yeah, those were very the rare pilot as well. Really rare, really weird. We're lucky to find that.
That's always my favorite stuff, the weird old dubs. I mean, I've talked about this before. I run a panel at a convention sometimes called Dubs That Time Forgot, about old obscure dubs that you can't find anymore. And I keep having to retire them because Discotek finds them. And that's a cool thing. As some people have pointed out that, yeah, we did put up some ground rules. We can't answer questions about what we are licensing. What you see today is what we are announcing today. You can pose those questions to social media. We see all of your suggestions, and we try to hunt for everything we can. And we can't talk about other publisher stuff. We can't talk about our work outside of Discotek. And I don't see anyone has tried to do it. I have a question that's a comment, and it's 4 questions. Someone is asking about drama CDs. Do we have any releases that have drama tracks on them?
Yes, the Cutie Honey OVAs have a drama track on there.
They were also asking the question, why are those so hard to get? I can answer that just because very often those are dictated, at least in part, by agency rules. Like the talent agencies that book the actors have some say in what materials can be released in what formats. So very often those are roadblocks because a lot of these actors are also music stars and TV actors and whatnot. That's definitely been a roadblock on some of them.
Yeah, I think there was something there's one for a Lupin special. We just even as close as our relationship is with TMS, we just couldn't get it because there's just so much red tape.
Yeah, sometimes we get extras like that just they seem natural. They're there with the materials, and we go to the licensor and say, "We can do this, right?" And the licensor says, "No." That's the business.
Somebody asked about my beard and how long it is. Actually, okay. So I look like Paul Blart Mallcock or something.
Someone asked about Case Closed because they noted that the series didn't seem to do well for Funimation. That's always fascinated me because those DVDs stayed in print for like 14 years, which means they definitely renewed that series at least once. Case Closed is coming out on Blu-ray. That's largely something that our good friends at TMS are doing. They are trying to revive the Case Closed name in the West, and they want our help doing it. And we're more than happy to do that. We love those movies.
Yeah.
I'm a particular fan of that episode 1 special. That's such a good case of don't be intimidated by all the different Conan movies or the 1,000+ episodes. Or did they break 1,000 yet? Anyway, I think it's at least 900. You can just watch that origin story and then jump in anywhere because every character and every major key moment is in there.
What is the experiment?
By the way, someone asked why we don't do more. Why we don't do limited releases? And I'm like, I'd rather work on more releases.
Yeah, that's come up before.
Everybody should have.
Yeah, that's come up before.
Everybody should have the good stuff, not just the people who pre-order.
Yeah, that's come up before, and the answer has always been we're focusing on volume. We rather than making really baroque releases of certain titles, we just want to get as much stuff out there as we can.
I mean, for me personally, also when I'm producing an extra, I'd rather produce like a video extra than here's a keychain or here's a special box or something. I mean, not saying we might not do a special box once in a while, but I'd rather put the budget into like, oh, here's an interview with one of the creators or whatever, like we did with Robot Carnival. We did an interview with Jerry Beck, and I think that was better spent money than like, oh, here's like a sticker or something, you know. But we also do pack-in sometimes. For Giant Robo, we included 5 postcards. So
yeah,
it's not. Yeah, we do it sometimes.
And the Galaxy Express releases, some of those have train passes, right?
Correct. The first movie has Tetsuro's train pass. The second one has a blank train pass. So if you want to make your own and write your name down, you can. And then Eternal Fantasy has the special Eternal Fantasy train pass when it changes to the text changes on it.
Someone is asking if we're dubbing the previously unreleased parts of EPO. Probably not. We're getting back that old dub cast would be difficult.
Yeah.
And that, you gotta remember that dub was done 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely interested in having a hand in dubbed content. There's probably gonna be more dubs coming from us, but I don't think that's on the priority list just because that's such a big project and it's old.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see, as we mentioned before, guys, we can't talk about anything that we have not announced, so.
Yeah.
Someone's asking for an ETA on Project ACO. It's very rough and it may change because, it's still very much a work in progress. I'm hoping around summer-ish. I'm really hoping, but I can't make any guarantees at this point.
I mean, it's one of the, you can't really rush it. You have to sort of take your time and get it right because you only really have one shot.
Yeah. I did see someone ask if I was going to be doing commentary. I think they were asking about Dezaki anime. I can't say anything about that. I can say that I have a commentary recording on the schedule. I haven't put it down yet, but that should be happening soon. It's been a couple of years since I've done the guided commentary, and I want to do a new one. And it's going to be for a Blu-ray release, so that'll be fun.
We specifically, if you're asking about Rosa Versailles, though, Rosa Versailles, the creator is famously very protective of her property, so we were being very straight-laced with that one. We can't put too much of our own stank on that title. We have to preserve it in as if an ant in amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, though I will say, if you have the, I believe it's the third or the fourth, the third, I think Lupin said there's a crossover with Rosa Versailles where Lupin meets Oscar, and there's a commentary on that by Dawn of the Animated Nostalgia podcast.
Hey, how about that? Someone asked, is the City Hunter film going to be on Blu-ray? If you mean the new one, it's out.
They may be asking about the older films. Those are
They haven't remastered those.
I was going to say part of why we haven't released more on Blu-ray and don't have any scheduled is because Sunrise is still doing remastering on their end.
Yeah,
So the process,
they're dragging it out. So
Yeah.
They're concentrating on the TV series first, and then we have to wait
and then
until
we'll do
they
the feature
tell us
films.
we can.
And guys, we understand that you're excited, but if we released all of City Hunter on home video at once, there would be too much of it. Not enough of you to buy it all at once. We're trying to stretch out the pain on your wallets.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we're stretching it on Lupin as it is. So yeah.
Someone's asking for the Memories soundtrack. Sorry, we don't have the rights to that, and the only thing we have for dubbing is the sound effects compressed into the soundtrack. It's not just separated M&E stems. It's literally just all of the music and effects together without the dialogue. So cannot do that.
Justin, here's one I'm curious about. Now I know we got the song battle translated for the Battle Athletes SD Blu-ray. Someone was asking any extras from the video games because there was a video game tie-in for that series for PlayStation and Saturn.
I don't remember. I think there might be a video game promo, but don't quote me on that. It's definitely nothing.
Yeah.
It's definitely nothing consequential.
It's not like all the cutscenes from the game then. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Ginray has like all this footage of like the PlayStation 2 video game they also sent us as well. So that's on there too.
The giant Robo PlayStation 2 game. Little known because I suspect maybe it's not that great. Some of those games aren't.
Somebody asked me what my favorite package to design was, and that would have to have been Area Zero and the animation. That's my favorite one. Do you guys have a favorite, like, of all of our releases, like the look of it? Like,
Someone's asking about a Canadian distributor. We hope to have one at some point, but we gotta get everything inventory-wise straightened out first. So hopefully.
Yeah, we're sorting out stuff with getting titles reprinted. There's a warehouse space issue that we're figuring out now. All of your favorites are coming back, and we do want to get them north of the border. That's on the wish list.
we have a warehouse that has its own Lupin wing apparently. From what we heard.
It's a new warehouse. We should have bugged the boss for a picture of that.
Someone's a fan of Robot Carnival. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Hey. You should still be able to find that. That's still in print. It's one of our proudest moments.
Of course they're gonna look better. City Hunter seasons
Let's
3 and
see,
4, they're gonna look better.
Any Discotek titles we'd like to revisit? Yeah, plenty, but we have enough to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's actually some revisit on the April that we haven't been able to find a slot for.
Did I mention Grimm's Fairy Tale?
Yeah, you guys literally only know like not even half of what's coming. Like, it's crazy how much is coming.
See, what concerns me when I look at our internal schedule is just that, we're going to acquire more stuff, and how are we going to fit it in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he just got something really big, like I would say about a month ago. I'm just like, how are we going to fit this on there? And it's like a giant robo level kitchen sink too. So it's like,
Someone's asking about release window for Thermo Rome.
oh, so that is in proofing currently, and it should, once we get the disc fixed, it should go. Like it's all the art's approved and everything. So
Yeah,
I would say.
Brady had some stuff for it.
Probably
I totally
January,
forgot.
February.
Well,
Totally
it's
forgot
just
to put it in the slides.
Yeah, I would say if,
Yeah, I think
if it's not this year,
they
it'd
did
be
say
January, February.
if they would dub
and
it,
it has,
they
let's see,
would, like,
extras wise, because we haven't announced it. It's got the
They would dub
audio
the
dub we did with
songs,
Sound Cadence. The
it's
subtitles,
okay.
if you watched it subtitle on Crunchyroll, you probably noticed that, like Bobobo, it has 8,000 million signs, and we went back and retranslated all those signs, so all those extra crazy jokes.
Can we expect more
show
4K
up.
Lupin? Probably.
It's got a
with
special
Lucy
bonus
Mama.
episode where our pal Lucius Modestus goes to the animation studio and learns how to animate anime and also about moe, which is really amazing. Special episode, which is not been
chance
released
of
in America
restoring
before.
Sally the Witch. There we go.
There's a bunch of Japanese trailers that we also got right from the licensor that they didn't even include on the Japanese release, so we included those too. But it's a pretty packed release. It's a really, really nice little disc.
Someone is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, any chance for Dub Kimono Friends to stream? I think we could say, go to Crunchyroll, right? Isn't that?
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, we think the ball is in their court. So if you really
Yeah.
want to see that dub
Figured.
online, hit them
That's up to Crunchyroll and Kadokawa.
Remind them that that's something that they can post.
Someone's asking if the Space Adventure Cobra UHD Blu-ray has met sales expectations. We're pretty happy. We didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. It was kind of a test case because it just looked so fancy. We had to put it out somehow. And we're pretty proud of it. We're pretty happy with it. So we are definitely exploring more 4K titles coming in the future. The problem is there really
that's not Windows
isn't
Zombie
that
Entertainment.
much. Like, Japan only has done a handful of 4K remasters, and of those, only a handful of those look good. So,
There's also a lot of work
we're
too.
working on it. Yeah, so much work.
Somebody asked about the experimental Cobra dub that we mentioned. Like we said, it was a very skilled fan dubbed 2 episodes of the series, and those are included on the Blu-ray release.
Yep. A more international, I take it you mean non-English dubs possibility like EPO. It's not likely. The way anime licensing contracts work, they usually specify English, and unless we're going to do some serious marketing in other languages, they don't want to give us those other languages. So, it's on a case by case, but it's going to be rare. It's going to be a very, very rare thing. That's why more people don't do it, frankly.
Somebody asked about the Urusei Yatsura movies and if they will be 4x3 or 16x9. They'll primarily be 16x9, but we are exploring trying to find the 4x3 stuff. So
the HD remasters were all, fortunately. So we're doing what we can on those. Let's see. Will there be a CPM edit of Requiem for of the Requiem stuff on Dan Kuga? I didn't even know there was a CPM edit of that. They modified that because it only came out on VHS. I didn't know, but it's going to be the full uncut on that one.
I mean, if there's something special about that edit, let us know whether there's something worthwhile there.
I mean, that those discs are already gutter replications.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's all of Dan Kuga, because there was the God Bless Dan Kuga film, and then there's the Redux Nova. So maybe that's something that can be revisited down the line.
God Bless was
Maybe.
not a part of this license. It's
Yeah,
from,
God Bless is a separate license,
So-
totally different company.
So yeah,
Not
we don't
counterintuitive.
have,
but
don't
yeah.
even, we don't know, we don't even know if we can get it. If Dan Kuga sells really well, maybe we'll have to give it some love. But Right, for right now, we do not have.
Is Fujiko Mine, the woman called Fujiko Mine, is that an upgrade from the Funimation version? I would say yes. We are using the Japanese home video masters
Alright.
for that. We're not really sure there's that much difference in that, but we're also, upgrading the subtitles. It will have both the 5.1 and the 2.0 dub that were produced. There will be, creditless opening, ending, and then the original Funimation release didn't have really any of the trailers or anything, Japanese trailers, so we're including those as well.
Nice.
And also we will be including the interviews and stuff from the original release. So it'll be the original plus.
And we do have folks asking about Tokusatsu. I'm sorry, guys, I don't think we have any information about that. That was an experiment that the boss was doing.
Alright.
That hasn't come up in conversations with us. We've been focusing on the anime.
Yeah, hopefully more at some point, but
Yeah. I'd certainly like to see more, but we don't have news for you right now.
I mean, also, it seems like a lot of people are getting into that too. There's a lot of outlets for that, like Tokusatsu and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
someone's asking someone's asking if Aiko, we're going to include the extra where you can see through her shirt. Yes, we are, you pervert.
yep.
It's
Isn't that's actually
uncensored.
from back when it was like a
That was part. Yeah, that was always packaged with the second movie, but that's always been part of every release of that. So, how do we get away with not locking subtitles on our disc releases? We do have a couple that we did. Honestly, that's really usually only an issue. Japan only makes us do that usually when it's something that's brand new
not
and
now,
super high
not
profile,
now.
or they
Just
care a
wait.
lot about it. So since we specialize in old stuff,
It's not as much of an issue.
yeah, they don't really force our hand as much as they do some of the other guys that specialize in newer anime.
Alright.
Somebody's asking if we're going to do any future releases with music only tracks, and there is one coming up. I can't say what it is, but there is one coming up, and it's got a really good soundtrack. So look out for that.
Isolated score. Cool.
Is the old English pilot on Cobra? Yes, it is, and it's in HD.
Yeah.
Someone asked if the Charge Man Ken release has the episode where you can see the animator's hand. Yes, it does.
Why would we ever cut that out?
I know. And who knows what will happen down the road. As someone who helps produce Charge Man Ken on DVD, I am watching the restoration effort that Ichi has undertaken in Japan with great interest. I'm hoping they can save those films, and maybe someday we can have that worthy, wonderful classic show in sparkling HD as it was meant to be seen.
You have to see every single detail of Ken's sister stabbing
Ken's sister going after him with a knife. That's not the only Ichi show that has a visible hand. I'm pretty sure. What's it called? Oh god, it's not. I'm thinking about one of the robot shows that we did.
Astro Ganger? I mean,
Not Astro Ganger, newer.
Oh.
It's from NAC Productions, one of the Go Nagai shows, and I cannot remember the title. Oh, Govarian. Yeah, Govarian. Someone found a visible hand in that one too. It was a hand holding the cell the frames.
That'd be Caleb, one of our guys.
Yep.
Someone is asking about the 4K Blu-ray of Cagliostro. Watch this space. We have nothing to say right now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Let's see.
TMS
Does Memories require a version of the films without dialogue to dub? Yes, that's called an M&E track, or music and effects, and we have it, and it is already in 5.1, and that's all we got.
Alright.
Is Key the Metal Idol ever going to get an HD re-release? There's no HD master of that.
Yeah, usually those releases depend on if materials emerge in Japan or elsewhere that you can acquire and use to make an HD version.
Any hope for the Japanese Sonic X dub? Great. Sonic X in Japanese.
Any hope for Japanese Sonic X? I would say there is hope. Just watch the space. That's all I can say.
That's exciting.
Just watch the space.
Nothing more exciting
here
than
we
watch
go.
the space. Let's see. How did we find the English dub of 1001 Nights? Someone had it and gave it to us that we work with.
The company had it. They sent it to us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did
they're like,
Discotek Productions find it? Yeah.
Yeah, they found that.
Something like that.
Yeah, they sent it to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what was left. Was that really red print? I think.
Someone is asking about theatrical releases and specifically Fathom events. I think I can say that we've talked to Fathom before, and they're not interested in working with us because we're the little guys. But theatrical exhibitions are changing, so keep
Yeah, we don't
keep
even
shaking those
we don't
shapes.
even know what that's going to look like in in 6 months, a year from now. So.
Hey, he said cannot confirm or deny.
Someone asked
Discotek says watch
about
the space.
Region B for people in the UK, and City Hunter is Region B, and so is Robot Carnival, I believe.
Carnival.
Yeah, for the most part, we are contractually forbidden from doing so because we only have rights in North America.
Isn't Robot Carnival just region free? Or is
Yeah. Robot Carnival will play everywhere, and all the City
Yeah,
Hunter
Discotek
stuff will
got the
play
master license for
everywhere
that.
but Region C.
Yeah. But for the most part, though, our Blu-rays are Region A by contract.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. All I'm seeing now are mentions of shows we don't have or haven't announced.
Yeah, there's questions about more commentary tracks. Those are not terribly costly, but those are difficult to do. Just because you need a subject matter expert who's really into it and will watch the film 10 or 12 times and track down every source book, talk to people who made the movie, all that good stuff.
How is getting EPO?
Yeah.
Someone wants us to do a podcast. Do you guys want to do a podcast?
Podcast.
No.
I don't mind, but I don't know. Like I would like to, but I don't know where we'd find the time.
Exactly. The issue there is just like, that's just more work.
I co-hosted a podcast for 6 years, and I'm like, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really is exhausting.
If it was something like once every 2 months or something, we made an episode maybe. But there's no way we could keep up with like a weekly podcast or something like that.
Yeah, I had an acquaintance actually tell me that Discotek should do
4K
like
live email.
a deep dive podcast of one series like that we release like every 2 months. I think that's a good idea, but again, it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean,
Justin's too busy.
No, I mean I'm too busy to be honest.
Brady's too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is actually do Discotek streams from time to time and show the production process a little bit, which I think is maybe some of the plan to make use of this this channel a little more.
Someone's asking about the dubs on the Udacity Yachida movies. We do have those, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yep.
We do have.
These World Productions dubs.
Yeah, which
Yep.
I had to
I
go
mean,
back and transcribe all of the English language credits when we first started negotiations, so the Japanese licensor could see them for some reason. But,
they wanted to know what names we would want to use for characters.
oh, okay.
Very important.
Well, those were pretty faithful dubs.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's asking about the Dunsday Duplicator Laserdisc thing, if that's something you can just buy. No, it's not. You have to be a part of a specific Facebook group and buy homemade kits from a guy that you have to solder together yourself. We don't actually have it. It was friends of ours that managed to pull it off for us.
So that is becoming a little more accessible because there are people who are making more PCBs and everything for that. But it's either you install it yourself or you send your Laserdisc player, and you have to have the right kind of Laserdisc player. You send that off and pay somebody to do it, and it's not cheap. It's like $300-400 at least.
Like, this is not an easy process. This is not for the faint of heart.
No, I mean, I think like with a lot of these fan projects like the OSSC and all that, I think that this will mature and become easier as it goes along. But right now, it's not. I mean, they're just looking into actually doing the same thing for VHS tapes as well. I think the technology's maturing and it will get better. But right now, it's not an easily user accessible thing.
Someone's asking if he can get his hands on the M&Es for memories. No, you cannot. We don't allow it. anime studios don't let you release M&Es. That's not a thing.
It's very seldom. The last time I remember that happening was when ADV Films released Gatchaman. They had karaoke episodes, and those were not included on the Blu-ray re-release. So yeah, the Japanese companies don't like it when you do that.
Yeah, the only release we have that has the M&Es is Darkstalkers because we're allowed to do that.
Work with Viz
So,
Media.
that's the only
Justin
So
did
if you wanna
work
do a
for
fan
Viz
dub,
Media
that's
for
the
a
one
few
you have to
years.
get.
You can do Darkstalkers.
That's right.
Hey, got some
Re-releases of DVD-only shows on SDVD. We want to do more, but we don't have time because we're so busy with new shows.
I mean, also, to do an SDVD, it is just as much work as doing, like, Ray Earth on, like, 8 Blu-rays or 6 Blu-rays or whatever it was.
Okay, that
was the same amount of
was
work
from
as doing
TMS.
Bobo on 1 Blu-ray because it's still, like, 70 episodes. So,
Yeah, it saves us no work. It only saves you money.
Yeah. We do it anyway. Someone was asking about, are there any lost dubs that you tried to find but could not, like Area 88 Episode 2? Well, yeah, I mean, that last half of Ninja Robots.
Right.
Yeah, you got any source for those 20 Ninja Robots, let us know.
Yeah.
I have on Call Nights also.
Yeah, I mean, I have a long wish list of dubs that I am looking for. Most of them are not attached to anything to do with Discotek, but no, that's still I mean, that's part of why I work with the company is because my first conversations with the boss was him saying, "Oh, I'm going to release this," and I'm like, "Well, are you going to have the dub version?" And he's like, "There's a dub?" I was like, "Yeah." We're hoping to find more dubs from overseas. That's something we've talked about, so maybe that will happen.
I mean, it's good to collect and hoard those old dubs to have them just in case something gets licensed sometime. And I mean, I think we've helped other licensors before.
Yeah.
We've had materials that they need
And
because
they've helped us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Robert Woodhead from Animego was very good about getting some Urusei materials to us when we needed them.
Yeah. Urusei or no, someone's asking if we would ever dub the City Hunter TV series if we could crowdfund it. No. First of all, old shows are really, really difficult to get M&Es for. But second of all, long series are so unwieldy. We can only really handle dubbing short things, really.
Like I would say if it's over like 23 episodes, that's like really not something we're probably going to go after.
Yeah.
It's usually
Yeah.
10, 15.
It's 10 to 15 episodes, standalone feature films. If we happen to acquire those might be a good candidate that we look at for dubbing. But
Short OVAs, that kind of thing is kind of the level of thing we can do right now.
That's fine.
Yeah. So should we wrap it up, guys?
yeah, I was going to say it's after 11. We're starting to get pretty punchy, and also there is one more announcement I was going to make right at the end. But before I say that, I'm clicking on the wrong window here. Just want to thank you guys for coming. We are still, much of us are unfortunately still in a pretty rough pandemic phase, so stay safe out there, guys. Watch out for each other. Do our best. Watch lots of anime, and we're hoping to see you on the convention trail next year. But just one more thing.
We'd love to do more of these.
Yeah. Well, someone in the questions did ask, are you guys going to do another one of these? And I think we will, maybe around Christmas.
All right.
They're a lot of work.
I was going to say they're a lot of work, and also we've announced a good deal of our upcoming slate, and we need to wait until we have new things that are ready to announce.
All right.
I mean, I think we've really announced everything for this year except for like one or two things, maybe, right? Like there's
Pretty much.
we could reveal.
Yeah, everything through next summer.
And to quote Peter Falk as Columbo, just one more thing. Our
Konosuba.
favorite lovely ladies and their trash lord buddy are coming back to Blu-ray in the sequel. Konosuba 2 is coming to Blu-ray. I know that some of you guys were waiting for that.
Yep.
And you were thinking, yeah, that's likely. Is that a foregone conclusion? Nothing's a foregone conclusion, but it is now.
Alright.
And Favorite Isekai Trash Lord and his lovely companions return for season 2. All
That's
10
what I got
episodes
this for,
plus,
just in
plus
case
the OVA and that
Konosuba
wonderful
season
dub
2
version.
comes up.
Super funny show.
In
It's like this is.
that
It's like
actually read
I'd
this
say
from
this
the
show is like
library.
a cross between Slayers and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's a
I
good.
was- well,
Earlier today.
Yeah.
Well, it's the fact that every one of these characters, even as you grow fond of them, they're all just such terrible people. And it's like, it's incredibly funny. I love to watch it, but I can only really do 1 or 2 episodes at a time because it just exhausts you.
Yeah. I was just looking on Right Stuff earlier today, and even though Volume 1 came out a few months ago, it's still #1.
Yeah, that has been a very good seller for us. Obviously, this has been a big favorite in recent years, and we're delighted to be able to bring that to home video for you guys. So don't worry, the back half of that TV series is coming, and we should have that for you sometime in 2001.
2020.
So, and
2001. People have to time travel.
that's right, 2001.
Hey, you know what? This is already proof that 2001 or 2021 will be better than 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good way of doing it. And so yeah, there's our slate of 15 announcements and our standalone panel for tonight. So to the 1,000 of you that stuck through this whole thing, thank you guys all for coming. Brady, Justin, any final thoughts?
Stay safe out there.
Guys, stay safe, and we love hearing from you. You guys being so excited for the stuff that we do is what keeps us going, and it's not always easy what we do. We've done an awful lot for ourselves, so thank you guys for your enthusiasm and your support, especially through the absolute garbage fire year that we've all been through. It means the world to us, so thank you so much.
All right, thanks a lot for coming, guys, and we'll see you out in the trenches.
Later.
Good night.
Okay, seriously, you can go now.
Oh.
Finally, I got through this. Alright, so here's the final announcement checklist. 15 announcements in total. We got Road to Mercedes, Hajime the People of Fighting, Gen Ray, Legend of Black Kevin, Please OVA TV series, Group on the Third Tokyo Crisis, Group on the Third The Woman Called Fujiko Mine, Cyber, Project Echo, Ninja Sensei, Toby Kage, Case Codes, Crimson Love Letter, Submarine Super 99, Sepulchre G, Doubleman Lady, and Konosuba Season 2. Alright. I think they said they want to do a December. Looking forward to a Christmas Discotek panel on their own, so if they're doing it, I'm looking forward to it. Another 2-hour video for me, so alright. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for this wonderful Discotek night.